I'm here.
Hello, everybody. Hello, dearest fans. It is I.
Dearest fans? We got
No.
fans? You have
That
fans?
that seems unlikely.
I think it's just, I mean, we're fans,
Ah,
right?
I see that.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I've
The
been doing
only
this
I'm
for
a- I'm
three
a
almost
people I
2
know
huge
years.
who
I don't
watch
have
this are the
fans.
3 people I send it to after it's done and upload it to YouTube.
Nice. Hey.
So, hello everybody. We are back for the Carnival of Machines, our second investigation of Nights of Paynetown. We'll have Syrinscape in the background for our audio. We also mix in a little bit of the audio soundtracks from City of Mist and the City of Mist beginner box. So that's what we're using for the audio. We also have the overlays being made by, been designed and, well, overlay's been designed by Miss Live Producer at Twitch TV, Miss Live Producer, and the artwork and all the art assets that we use are from Hidekiri Chibi at Twitch TV's hidekirichibi.com. So, Twitch TV, Hidekiri Chibi, and bestokecc.com.au. And I think that's about everything. And we use Roll20 as our bits and pieces, as our rolling and sheets and everything like that. We don't really have maps. We have a notepad, which we also have in Roll20.
That's all you need. You don't need maps. It's all theater of the mind. And that's
We're
the way it
going,
should
we
be.
don't need maps.
Hour of imagination.
Does that mean I need a GPS instead?
If you get lost, yes.
You have a phone. It's close and it has GPS on it. It's fine.
Google, find my imagination. So let's make things easy. Siri, can you find my imagination? Now, I had to make things easy, even between Hey Google and Hey Siri. For
There's
anyone
also Hey
watching this-
Cortana, I think, as well.
I don't know.
I think they changed Cortana to something. Who knows? It
Something-
doesn't matter.
Just something someone can pronounce. But yes, if you haven't noticed, we have Paul here today. Paul, who's one of our new cast members that are starting this week. We've got, in theory, 4, but 1 just got a job, so 3 cast members starting this week. Because, of course, that job is exactly the same days when they were supposed to be playing with us and joining our crew. Paul comes from the UK. He's been doing a lot of different role-playing stuff as well for other channels. Unfortunately, Polter is not here. Something came up, and hopefully she'll be here next week or the week after. So, yeah. And shall we do our introductions
Let's do it.
before we... Wolf?
I'm Wolf of Red Roses. I am playing Corvus Castle, early childhood education professor at the university, and even more an avatar of death now after what happened last session.
Gee, what happened last session? Oh wait, no, you're doing the
You'll find out later.
you're
when
doing
I
the what happened last session.
Right.
Fantastic. Journeys with D.
Hi, I'm Journeys with D. I am playing a girl named Do, and she is an artificer. She's an inventor, and she has this magical bag that can kind of make anything when the rolls work, which they haven't been so far.
So when you're not here.
Yeah, or when someone else rolls for me.
Yeah, I like how that bag has worked out in the game. It's made it kind of it's made it kind of fun. It's a good thing to
Yeah.
add to your character.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like it.
And hi, my name's Karsh Goblin. GoblinCaveTV is kind of my project. And I'm playing Chuck, the dumb jock, who's also a troll, because he lives under a bridge. That's where he sleeps every night, under the bridge. Apparently, if I evolve my character enough, I can create tunnels underneath the university and have that as my lair, my secret lair under the university.
Oh,
An
well, you'll have a
apartment.
roof.
Bridge.
Or an apartment.
Mm.
Yeah, no. See, I can't afford an apartment because as a jock, As an amateur athlete, I can't get paid, and I can't take the rewards and payments of others. This is why I can't have you buying things for me. It's an ongoing saga.
That's
Huh?
an excellent point. Tutor, student, can't buy anything.
Yeah.
Professor, university student. Yeah.
Will they, won't they?
Yep.
That
Paul.
let's no, that's not a great look. Let's not go there.
No. Paul?
Hello, my name's Paul. I am playing Penny Roberts. She works for the university paper as a student reporter. I'm looking forward to playing her and introducing her today.
Fantastic. And Mistress of Ceremonies?
Hello, everybody. It is me, Polly. I am your mistress of ceremonies and keeper of all the secrets. Welcome to City of Mist. We're playing our second out of 9 investigations cases as part of the Nights of Payne University series based on the Nights of Paynetown adventure path. I don't know what the official name is called for City of Mist. Every investigation we start with a voiceover monologue, and after the exciting and dramatic events last week, thank you for that, Corvus Castle, the professor, will be doing the voiceover monologue.
Yeah. So as we have somewhat established, this is essentially right after the events that transpired at the end of last session. If you don't know what happened, you'll get a recap here, but you should also go and listen because it was the end of an investigation arc and it was good. So Corvus is walking calmly through the sea of what I assume are panicked individuals after what transpired inside the theater out to the streets of the city. And he's just going over the events of kind of what happened with this investigation in his head. He's remembering, kind of how it got started, the murders, and how we'll do it in his voice. Why do we keep doing this to ourselves? Every time we get involved, it goes from bad to worse, so we keep doing it. I mean, start out with Noak escaping us, which... no surprise there. That's kind of par for the course. We, tried to prepare for what happened tonight at Martha Ellis's Opera House performance, but lo and behold, that didn't work either. We had the headphones. We were ready for it, but we just couldn't seem to stop Martha from potentially hurting a lot of people. Guess she was a banshee, which don't know why I know that, but I do. Must be what I am. And I once again let the Reaper take more of me over. It feels like I'm slipping. I don't know if what I did was right, but it saved some lives, so it couldn't have been entirely bad. So yeah, he's just kind of thinking to himself, like, despite him having to essentially kill Martha, he must have saved more lives that way. So he's trying to justify it in his own mind. Whether or not the other people who were there, who understood what was happening, see it that way is a different issue. But so Corvus is definitely melancholy and solemn at the moment about what happened.
Okay, yes, and you I assume, correct me if I'm wrong here, but you made you sort of made a discreet exit from the chaotic scene which ensued after you basically blew up you destroyed an entire banshee that released a sound wave that shattered all of the glass in front of this, very nice,
Opera
theater.
House.
Yeah, there you go, Opera House. Thank you for helping me with that. And you regathered together. You got into the van and made your way out of there, presumably, unless somebody, wants to tell me you didn't think that you would have done something different at that moment. Well, all right. You're making your way this very night thinking, wow, that was something, right? I think we have, solved this serial killer case. It just seems that, we have found the evildoer and succeeded. While you're talking about your successes, the car stops at the corner of Pine and 5th Street downtown. You've made it just a few blocks from the Jazz District. You're in a more sort of businessy area, and you're stopped at the light, kind of recounting what has just happened when you hear a very loud engine roaring from the left, coming toward you. If your eyes dart over just to sort of see what the commotion is. You hear horns honking and a very, very loud engine noise. And you suddenly see a red kind of sports car darting out toward the intersection, the like cross street that you're now stopped at. It's coming toward the cross street, and to your horror, you see that it is going at very high speeds. And while the cars that were kind of in the way have scrambled to get out of the way, you do see right in the crosswalk, right as the car is coming toward this intersection, you see it is coming towards somebody standing in the crosswalk. It's a young woman with black hair. She's holding a camera, and what do you do?
Jump out and tackle. Protect the quarterback.
This person is, by the way, this person has been interested in the goings on at the university. She is a student. You don't know this at the time, but she just happened to be in this area at this time and is now potentially at risk. Let us then, while you're considering that, you don't really have time to consider it, so I'm not going to give you a lot of time, but I will cut to our newest cast member. Penny, you have a car coming right at you. You are, well, let's say you become aware of it. What do you do?
First. A bit of an eternal scream. Attempts to get out of the way would be the gut instinct.
Okay.
Exactly.
I got you.
Thank you.
How would you like to attempt to get out of the way? You just try to jump away?
I think that's probably my gut instinct is literally to leap in a direction that isn't in front of the vehicle. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to say that does seem like, I'm going to say that's take the risk.
So take a risk. Core move, correct?
Yeah. If you succeed. Okay. All right. So you didn't get a full success. You got a mild success, which means things get messy. All right. So here's what you can do. You can wow, there's not really a way out of this. Okay, you can either you will jump partly out of the way, in which case you'll take a status of sideswiped. Well, I guess you're not a car. We'll say run down or ran down. We'll say 4, because you're getting hit by a car that is sort of, you got out of the way a little bit, but it's not enough to knock you out. 4, like right out the gate, or you can jump out of the way completely, and then the car will just continue to go and hit another sort of bystander, and likely, you do see that this bystander crossing the road, you don't know them, right? But they will almost certainly die. But you will be free of any sort of status.
Welcome to City Mist, Paul.
Welcome
Thank
to our
you.
group.
Give me the tough decision right out of the bat. Absolutely the right choice. I don't think I've got time to activate a power, do I? I don't think that's possible at this time period.
Well, tell me what you're thinking of. You know, because you could have done that a second ago before, you know, before you rolled the dice. But let me tell you what you're thinking. Or what are you thinking? I can work with you. You know, you're just new here. You know, I won't. You know, I
No,
won't ruin things right off the gate.
don't hold any punches on my account. I got to feel it.
Okay.
Wounded
ahead, what do
4's
you
not
think?
bad. I want that.
What are you thinking?
So, Penny's only power, she's only touched, is that she has an enclave called Picture World. So she can pull out a picture and go inside of it, or take others or other objects into it. I'm thinking, and I don't think I can do this, I'm just putting it out there. Could I take a picture and put it on the car so the collision hits the car, goes into the picture?
What? Say that
I
again?
think I get hit. Let's skip that.
Okay, all right.
Can Chuck jump out and protect the quarterback?
Yes, you can.
That's anyone that's like, if he's going to try to tackle the car. Oh no.
If you want to get this random person we don't know out of the way,
Yeah, I think
I'm
that's it.
thinking about a way to stop the car. So if you want to try
Okay,
and
I'm
do that, I'll take an attempt to stop the car.
yeah. I will try to
Okay, here's
protect
what
the
I'm gonna do
quarterback
for you.
and try to.
Okay. If you succeed, then I'm not going to eliminate the status, but I will add an ability to face danger
Yeah.
for Penny
Yeah,
if
that-
you succeed. If
yeah.
not, it's going to be worse.
Yeah.
Something else is going to happen.
I'm going to get hit as well because I think I'm going to tackle the car because that's how you protect the quarterback. Tackle the person tackling the car or tackling the quarterback.
Tackling the person hitting the quarterback.
Let me tell you this though, before you decide something, the car is, I'm going to give it the status speeding 4
Yeah.
and
At
about
least
to
it's something
crash.
stupid that I'm doing.
Okay, and it is also about to crash 1.
Mm-hmm.
So this is gonna, you're not gonna have many more opportunities, if any more opportunities. Probably this is the last thing you could do, unless Do also wants to do something. I'll give you a chance to do something if you want to as well. Do. Okay, go ahead.
I need
As
to
far
say
as
it before we all do
speeding
it, or what?
So, like
Oh,
anyone else
yeah.
got any ideas? Because this is what I'm doing. Unless
So
someone,
yeah,
Yeah.
Someone
so
to help
Corvus's
or
idea
hinder?
is to use his aura to literally kill the engine of the car, so it at least slows down. Like I don't
Okay.
think he's going to be able to get it to stop, but if he can at least get it to slow down, that
Okay.
would be a help.
That's fair. That's fair. And so do. What
And-
were you also thinking?
And Do wants to pull something out of her bag that will also slow down the car, and is in
Okay.
her mind is thinking like spikes or, you know, something that she can just throw quickly.
Okay. All right. Okay. So go ahead, Chuck first. This is going to be the one way you can save. I'm going to give. I'm going to stand by saying like, this is going to give Penny a chance to take the risk if you succeed, and then we'll deal with everybody else later or next. Okay.
so it's also got a status. Is that correct? Of
It has
Speeding 4?
speeding 4. Yes.
can I use my pain against it to give me strength on this rare occasion?
If you're, yeah.
Okay, good. So that changes things. That removes the speeding 4. So we currently have ticked. Oh no, that's burnt. So yeah. Speciality attacking using that. No, that's not right. I'm blindly protecting the quarterback, which is my weakness. I get myself into trouble by doing such things. I have 0 pain receptors. I am just going after it. Impact makes me stronger, and impacts make me super strong. And I've got a +3 to this roll. With the electrocution, I'm using that to boost my strength to counterfact the fact that it's speeding.
Okay.
So I got a +3.
Okay, hold on a second. Before you roll, I just realized that, like, if you want, I think it makes sense that if Dew and Corvus want to, give statuses
Do their
to help
status, yeah.
you, that would be the best way
should
to
do,
handle
yes.
it.
Yes, they were the first.
Dude, do you want to go first?
For the idea I have, or to try to give him a status?
Well,
For
I
the
was
idea.
thinking we could combine all this stuff together, but like the idea you have could be, it could give
I see.
it could give a stat just to make this sort of a,
I got you. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I know it took me a
All right,
second
yeah.
to figure that out too. I was like, oh yeah, City of
Yes,
It's a smarty
Mystery.
move.
They-
Yep.
Yeah.
Their
Thank you,
stuff goes
MC.
first.
Yeah.
So I'm using the forge bag. What is needed most at the moment? Also best against destructive forces. Oncoming
Okay.
fire is destructive. And then I'm also using hyper focus for her neurodiversity.
Perfect. Yeah. This is the time for
and
that.
I'm gonna roll change the gum.
Change the game. Yeah.
Wait,
You did it. All right.
I
Okay.
did it. It
Nice.
happened.
And you don't need to prolong the effect. You don't need to scale it up so far as I know. So you could basically throw out it. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. I don't mean to tell you what to do. You can use your
Yeah. So the
juice
first.
one for one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the first thing is pulling out. Those like road spikes that
Yeah.
eat up the tires. So she throws that out in one slick movement and throws it out in front of the car. And I want to reduce its status
Okay. Yeah.
by 4. So I have 3, and then I have banked juice.
Okay. All right. So you.
Or how about I do it by 3 if we want to do a story? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take it.
I was gonna say.
So let's do it by 3.
Stop.
So- no, let's do it by 3. Let's do it by 3. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't complain.
It's a team game.
This isn't about you.
All right. Go ahead and describe what happens then. Okay. So wait, the spike strip rolls out, but also Corvus is doing something.
Yeah, once again, Corvus has demonstrated previously that his Aura of Death works on machines and other non-living things as well as it does on the living. So he's just going to use his Aura of Death and Calming Presence to essentially kill the engine.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Kill the engine.
Wait, does that mean you can interrogate it then?
If it has a soul, I guess we'll find out if this is a transformer, I suppose.
Or Carrie.
Oh,
I don't know.
it's a robot.
No, it's Christine.
Yeah, I was about to say, Carrie's the one with pig's blood. And
Yeah,
different
Christine's the
Stephen
car.
King novel.
Go
I think
bots.
Stephen King did both of
Go
those.
bots for the
Anyway,
win.
change the game with the power of 2. Also, is there a driver of this car? I don't think we've asked that. Like, is there a driver, or is this car just kind of going wildly?
I mean, you see, I'm going to tell you that there's nothing, without an investigate roll, there's nothing that, you see that's out of the ordinary. With
Well,
respect to the,
It's more important to stop it than it is to figure out if someone's driving it at the moment.
Just
As funny
maybe
as
not
it would
stop it
be like Corvus,
instantly.
like, wait, hold on, is there a driver? No, so change the game, power of 2.
There you go. Okay.
So I will. The problem is its status is already reduced by 3, so I could just. Like, I don't want to just stop it because once again that is boring. So I'm trying to think of what we can do. Can I give?
It's still speeding. It's just not speeding as fast. So you've slowed. So if you change it to maybe slowed, it'll make it easier and safer. It's still moving out of control.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I
there's
guess.
people in front.
Yeah. Can we?
Yeah, I think what I'll do is you can stop. I think the best way to play this out is that it's out of control, so you can cause the car
Yeah.
to not kill anybody, right? Or at least not kill any bystanders.
Yeah. Sure. We'll do that. So we'll just create the story tag, essentially for like this scene of like, I guess, off course, so that way the car isn't going to hit these people anymore. Would that work? We'll say we'll do that then.
Okay, all right, yeah. So like you're
So
gonna.
there's now a story tag off course that people can use to
Guide
make it
rails.
easier to not get hit by a car.
All right, so I think you've built up enough statuses so that Chuck just has to roll a basic, like even mixed success to avoid anybody from
And
being
without
killed.
expeding.
I'm still going to, well, I know you've kicked ass on this, so I'm going to say if you succeed, also the random young woman who was about to take a status 4 doesn't take a status. So since you have all kicked ass enough,
Okay.
but you do have to succeed on this.
Am I changing the game? Face to go toe to toe?
You're gonna do go toe to toe.
Let's do this. By the way, now it's 6 is my power, which shouldn't be a thing.
Right, go for it.
I still want to get a level.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a good thing you had it.
All right. So you okay? So go ahead and describe how you stop the car from hurting anybody.
As the car like jumps the curb and going out of the way of most of the crowd, Chuck just bounds through the cars, like running through the gauntlet of the traffic, which has come to a standstill, which we're currently in. And then at like right before the car comes like hits this reporter on the side that's just been scared or hasn't moved yet, he just essentially shoulder barges it right at the engine and just pushes it over, not over on the side, but just pushes it sideways into a wall, coming to a stop.
Okay. All right. Well, you can't necessarily stop this speeding car for reasons that you don't fully understand.
No.
But you do direct it away from any harm, and instead it sort of veers off, screeches sideways through the intersection, and then runs into a fire hydrant. Water sprays in the air, and you see again, to your horror, the driver who you haven't paid a lot of attention to. All of a sudden, you see crashes through the front windshield, and glass flies everywhere, and you just see the person just keep going through inertia forward, just lands on the sidewalk in front of where the car is smashed into this fire hydrant. You see a large piece of glass in the driver's head, and now pandemonium erupts again, seems to follow wherever you go, and crowd starts to form. And what do you do now? Crowds start to form, and there's no way you're going to get your van through and out of the intersection if you want to. There's too many cars now that have sort of gotten out of the way, blocked all of the sort of intersection, the street exits on the intersection, and there's like people sort of. It would be too risky if you were to try to take off at this point.
So Do is like, Corvus, did you kill the driver?
Oh, I killed the
What?
engine.
I thought we talked about this.
No, I killed the engine. I'm not like the Final Destination thing. I don't make a Rube Goldberg machine to murder someone. No, I killed the engine.
Not you.
No. Well, I mean, he's dead, so now I'm involved, but that's a separate issue. I'm going to go check on that guy. And Corvus gets out of the van to go check on the corpse.
Okay, Penny, what do? You just... Oh. Sorry, I wanted to move the spotlight to Penny, who just, like was about to...
Welcome to the team.
Was about to, like, get hit by a car. She thought, your life flashed before your eyes, and then this, football jock-looking guy somehow directed the car away from me. What do you do? Like, what's going on?
First, what? Huh? And then immediately concern for the person who has literally saved my life by moving a speeding car somehow. What? So immediately, oh my god, are you okay, Chuck? You're Chuck, right? How are you alive?
Would you like my autograph?
Yes!
So I'm a bit singed right now. Who are you?
I'm so sorry. I'm Penny Roberts. Pleasure to meet you. I work for the university paper. That's why I know you. I've captured you in a few of your games. Thank you. Oh my god, thank you. How did you do that?
Well, it's all about the training. It's all about like the grind, and like the coach tells me that like you got to get your center of gravity down low, and you just drive through. You push through the tackle.
Clearly, I need a new exercise regime because whatever you're doing has enabled you to do a sort of like a superhuman feat. You're like, oh, I'm sorry, I need to sit down for a second.
You go sit down. I'm just gonna pass out. Don't play with electricity.
I'm running over to him now, immediately incredibly concerned. He's passing out.
He's also got electrical burns, and his hair's like spiked up at the moment.
Okay, immediately screaming out, "Doctor! Does anyone hear a doctor? We need an ambulance!"
Someone call an ambulance might be a good idea.
Yeah, you can hear. Okay, so I do have a little bit of flavor text here. So steam rolls up from the engine of the crashed sports car, and the acrid smell of burnt tires fills your breath. The car lights flash in tandem with a restaurant's neon sign on the side of the building, drowned in the cacophony of alarms from nearby cars. The street light above the signpost of Pine Street and 5th Street flickers and then dies. The windshield is smashed into a million pieces, still desperately trying to hold on to its frame, hiding everything behind it except for a big, round blood stain. Also, I would like to add that you do hear sirens off in the distance. It does seem that the authorities have been called.
I'm
Dude goes up to Chuck.
Chuck in my arms at this point. Stay
Like,
with me. Don't go anywhere.
You have Chuck. Come on, Chuck. Let's go.
We're going? Where are we going?
We're going back to the school. Remember? And I'm looking over him. I'm like, oh no, I think it looks fine. Because like, dude doesn't want like the cops to get involved.
You like to the nurse's office? He's not fine. He's covered in electrical burns.
Yeah, the nurse's station. We're gonna
Chuck
take him to
pulls
the
a
nurse's
key
station.
from his pocket. Here's the key to the nurse's office.
You need a doctor.
I'll be fine. Just a
Oh,
little bit of
it's the worst,
electrocution.
Yeah, I'll patch him up.
Was that a Tesla? I feel a jolt.
It must have been some kind of electrical car, yeah. I mean, to give you a birds like that.
Just as a heads up, he's still electrocuted from the previous session.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you haven't had
Electrocuted
time to
full.
take a break. I keep pushing things. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a heavy status going. So,
Yeah.
while all of this is going on, Corvus, you're still in the van, and you suddenly.
No, I got out to go look at the dead guy.
Oh, okay. So while you're looking at the dead guy, somebody comes up to you, and says, "Hey, mister." You turn and you see a woman wearing like 1980s style streetwear. She's got blow-dried, bleached hair, the torn jean jacket, and a lot of iridescent plastic bangles. What is a bangle? Anyway, bangle.
It's on a bracelet in a way.
Oh, okay.
Those plastic ones.
Oh yeah, like 80s style. Okay. She's like,
Yeah.
And
Like a
she's
snap
chewing
band.
gum. Mister, whoa, I saw everybody jump out of this van of yours. It seems like you got like who are you people? What's going on? Is this some kind of street fight? Sorry, that's supposed to be gum chewing.
Or is it like a car just almost plowed into a bunch of people? I'm checking on the guy. One of the persons in my van ran to help the. No, there's no street fight. And Corvus just like is pushing her off and ignoring her and going to.
Oh, okay,
discourse.
mister. Oh, okay, mister. I'm gonna go talk to your friends because they see. Okay, all right, bye. See you later. You seem very smart, by the way.
Corvus just is ignoring this person, doesn't care. Like,
All right. She doesn't seem to mind, being pushed off. She sort of like walks off smiling, and she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go see that football player guy." All right, dude, what are you doing exactly now?
I'm with Chuck. I'm trying to help him to get up and get into the van.
Oh, no more autographs, please. No, I'm done for the day.
You're gonna be done for the week. You need a hospital bed.
Oh, I'm fine. I'll heal. Just a couple of band-aids. I'm good.
Sorry, I should have asked you, Corvus. What exactly are you checking out? So like there's
I
like
mean, if I assume the guy is dead, like
quite obviously he's got a giant like.
yeah, cool. I can talk to his ghost now. I want to know what happened.
Okay.
I was about to say. Yeah.
That's why I went over the dead body. It's like
There you go. Okay.
investigation to talk to this dead guy, I guess.
Yes. Yes. Now I do want to advise you that he is, well, he does have a status, so he just died. So I'm going to give him a status of transitioning 3. And so that may be, that may make it more difficult for you to seek out his presence. This doesn't, of course, happen with everybody. There's some circumstances about him and what's going on right now that might make it more difficult for you to find him.
All right, not a problem there. But yeah, I am definitely going to try and. But I can 100% from base, like my powers confirm, this man will die. There is no saving him. Like if a doctor gets here, there ain't helping this guy, right?
You don't know. You don't know. I mean, he's dead. He's dead right now. You don't know. I don't know what else to say besides you know that he's dead right now.
Oh, well, he's dead right now, then he's dead right now. I got no way of reviving him, so I'll try and talk to his ghost.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
So yeah, the powers I'm going to use are from my new divination theme, the Souls of the Dead. I'm also going to use the Aura of Death, and I assume, having just died, he'll probably be either very angry or very scared, so I'm also going to use Calming Presence to be like, hey,
Okay.
ghost, you're dead. A doctor might be able to get you back to life, but for right now, you're dead. So I'm going to talk to you now.
Yeah.
All right, and should I take a -3 because
Transitioning. Yeah, because there is
All right.
something else going on.
All right, so that cancels out all my powers. So we're strolling at straight 0. We will roll and investigate.
Okay.
Still managed to get it.
Nice. Okay, so you can spend your clues 1 for 1.
I only get
one
one clue
clue.
because the status canceled out my power
Right.
tags, I suppose.
Yep.
So his ghost appears. I assume being thrown through a car window. Like, what does this? Is this a man, woman? Like, who is this person? Can I judge based on how they look, who they are?
Yeah. A middle-aged man. We'll say.
So I want to ask him, like,
No, that's too harsh. We'll say 30s.
Sure.
30s.
okay. So around Corvus's age, sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, Corvus like sees the spirit of this guy who doesn't look like his corpse. We'll say for the sake of not having him talk to a guy with a glass shard in his head and probably missing a lot of skin at the moment. And just look like, why were you driving like that? That's my one question for the guy.
Yeah. Okay. So you see his spirit before you, and it's flickering in and out of view, and you see his eyes open, and he looks right at you. And he says, I was dying. I needed to be saved. And then you see him disappear beyond the mist.
Yeah, that was my one question for the guy. So realizing that that's all I'm going to get out of this corpse at the moment, goes over to then deal with the Chuck, because he like looks over his shoulder, sees Chuck's like just laying on the sidewalk, like face down, like goes over to start dealing with that to help do, and also I guess
two very
see who
pretty
this other
ladies
person
helping.
is. Well, you're like Corvus doesn't know you. You seem like you weren't hit by the car, so you're fine. So Corvus is like, whatever. I don't.
Yeah.
Listen, Corvus has become a lot more jaded because he lost his welcoming smile team. So he's just like, whatever. I don't care. Let's just get this done.
I think me and Dee are all over Chuck at this point, making sure he's okay, making sure everything's fine. We both try to help him up to see if he can even stand up. Penny's in disbelief. There's no way he can get up.
See, he's fine. He's great.
I'll
Whatever
be
you saw.
fine. I'll be good
Gaslight.
tomorrow.
Did they feed you guys at the team? My lord!
Well, they're not allowed to feed us because we're amateur athletes. Because
Okay,
that'll be illegal. That'll be against the contract. That's what the coach says, at least.
Well, maybe I can feed you. As a fellow student, I feel like that's the least you deserve. Can I get you a nice meal sometime?
Are you asking me out on a date?
Yes.
While you are there interacting, you notice, of course, that the multiple sirens are getting louder. You also notice that people are have come out of. There's a couple of restaurants that are right on that street corner intersection, and you see people have started to come out and are now gawking. There's a couple of people who are, just really walking around the intersection, kind of getting in the way of things.
Dew wants to make the way. He's trying to get people to the van, but
Haven't
real
had
quick,
dinner
she
yet.
wants to. Real quick, she wants to scan for any rift energy. To see if the car is a rift or the person's a rift or something like that.
Okay.
So she's using Slappy, her slap band bracelet, which is her heads-up display. Show me what's hidden, and rift energy detector.
Okay.
And she talks to herself when she's asking questions. So I'm using the weakness. Who is she talking to?
Okay. Fair.
And investigate.
Yeah, that'll be.
Crazy person's talking to a plastic bracelet.
Yeah, it's about normal.
Okay.
Not for me, it's not. You guys are
That
nuts.
is 1 for 1.
That's not
Makes
nice
it
to
spicy.
say. Mental illness is not how we do things. At least that's what the coach will say.
Okay, so let's see. The clues you get: fuzzy, incomplete, part true, part false. Okay, so I assume the question is, what is there rift energy, right?
Yeah.
The answer is yes. You do sense rift energy. Now, I am able to, because it's a mixed success, I'm able to ask you a question, and you must answer, with a clear answer, a solid lead, something like that. And I will ask you what is the way that could make your powers the most useless? Like, what sort of power would be the best to counteract your powers?
So I guess just kind of going with the bag. I guess if someone could just take the bag from me.
Okay. Fair
They
enough.
can't use it because it's only attuned to me, but if someone stole it.
Okay. Good. Thank you. Now you don't know why. You know, you don't know why.
You're just asking.
Yeah, I'm just asking questions. Yeah, I'm just asking questions.
Don't worry about the fact she's writing it down.
Yeah,
An
very
MC has to take
intently.
notes.
I did.
Yeah.
My answer wasn't that long, so.
Weakness. Oh, you steal the bag, I guess.
No,
Oh,
that was a good
do you
answer.
want? Do you want Italian, Chuck? Like, what's your favorite food? What do you want to eat?
I don't know. What's in the area?
What is in the area? Restaurants.
Google restaurants in the area.
As if your phone isn't like smashed right now.
My phone doesn't do that.
You probably do have like one of those indestructible Nokias just because it's you. Like Chuck kept breaking his phone, so he got him the indestructible Nokia.
I don't think. I
Nokia.
don't. No, his phone is a smartphone. He just doesn't. Not smart enough for it.
Do you guys see Nokia over there? It's Nokia, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Nokia. Yeah. There's 3 versions of English in this stream right now. 2 of them are mostly correct.
No.
And one of them is entirely correct.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, there you go.
It's up to the audience to work it out.
Yeah. There's a U in colour somewhere. Sorry. Is anyone investigating the crash apart from just interviewing him? You got a name? Did anyone get a
focus
name
is
of that
entirely
driver?
My focus is entirely on you at this point.
Oh, don't
I've
worry.
got to figure. Sorry about.
Don't worry about me. I've got the key to the first stage somewhere around here.
Yeah, you just had it out. Your memory is having. You have a concussion. We need to get you to a hospital.
It's no hospital. Someone died last time we went to a hospital.
Okay, fine, but okay.
Although
we
there's
need to go to
alcohol in the
hospital now.
stairs.
Okay, I'm looking for a first aid kit. There has to be someone around here who has one.
Hey, football guy. You look and you see the, an 80s dressed looking, I will say 20s girl. Hey, football guy, so are you guys some kind of superheroes or something? Like, what's going on here?
Superheroes? What? What are you talking about?
I'm sorry.
Are you a fan?
You just
No autographs today. Sorry, I'm a bit exhausted.
Well, I'm not really a fan of basketball, so I don't really know you. But you do seem like you're like or football, basketball. I don't know. You're like a sports person, right? What's your name?
Sorry, are you a fan? Did you want an autograph?
Yeah, sure. Can I have an autograph?
No more autographs.
Who are your
today.
friends? Who are all these friends of
I'm
you?
Miss Curious Q, and I'm trying to come over and
Yeah.
help try. Hi, yeah, you're Curious Cat here.
Well, you seem like a cool person too. So, like,
I am.
who are you people?
We're just, group of friends who like to
Wow.
go out, and we just happen to be here.
No way.
So,
Well,
total coincidence.
do you all look like are you a student?
Me?
Are you students?
No.
No,
I'm
no.
not a student.
Okay.
It's on,
Right.
on my jacket. It's on.
Yeah. Oh. Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something?
Sure, yeah.
I want to be part of your team. Can I be part of your little team here? Like, it seems like you're all together, right? You jumped out of that van like you're a team. Can I be part of your team? Can I do your adventures?
We're not a team. We're just a group of friends. We,
I need
we
friends.
live pretty mundane lives.
Oh, okay.
So not much happens. This was the most exciting thing that's happened to us today.
It was exciting, wasn't it? Oh my gosh, it was so
Mhm.
exciting. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Well, gee whiz, it sure was nice meeting you. And she kind of looks down there. Looks like they're almost here. Looks like the ambulance is almost here, huh? Okay. Well,
Mm.
you know what? I'm gonna go. Like I really just, bye bye. And she starts to like walk away. You can see like,
Nice bangles.
like there's a spring in her step.
I guess
That was
does
weird.
Corvus walk up at this point? I don't know
Ambu-
the timeline of things happening here because Corvus
I mean,
went
ambulance
over.
is about to arrive on the scene. If that, like you don't really feel like there's going to be like there's not, well, there will be police, but the first thing that's going to arrive is an ambulance. And that's, basically going to happen within moments.
We should jet.
I don't think
Sure.
we're going to get the van out. I'm not going to be able to carry it.
Yeah, looking at the roads, like it's still just swamped with traffic. Like
Do you
the
know?
van isn't going anywhere.
Yeah, it's pretty blocked. If you can think of a way to get around, you could get away from there, but that's going to be we'll say the intersection is congested to, I'll give it that status.
Do you know anyone?
You need
We've already
to
had
get
a show.
You need to get some rest there.
It's okay. It's okay. We've already
It's-
had a show. That kind of bombed out, so I think it's time for some dinner.
And have I found a first aid kit, or am I just frantically searching in the background at this point?
If you want to find a first aid kit, you can roll change the game.
I would love to, if possible.
Okay.
And you're not
I
doing
don't
the
think I have
first aid on
anything
the
powers.
person in the car accident.
Yeah, you're trying to do first aid on the dead guy?
No, on
I was about to
Chuck.
say, like, if I see you
Anyone?
walking over the first aid kit, I'm like, nah, that ain't gonna do anything
No.
at this point.
No, it's for Chuck.
Okay.
I was
roll
about to say, you
change
also
the game.
now see Corvus here, for what it's worth. Like, Corvus was not here until just now.
Oh, yeah.
I think I recognized you from the university. I think I've seen you walking around there a few times, but beyond a brief understanding, I'm still focused absolutely on the guy that just saved my life and almost died. In my
Oh, yeah,
mind.
no?
Fair.
Good. Hi, Corvus. Did you find out anything? Are they okay?
Alright, so you,
Do this first, then I will respond
Okay.
to what Chuck is talking
Yeah.
about.
okay, so you get a mild success, which means you're going to have a, I assume you just want to spend it to get a story tag first aid kit. All right.
Correct.
So now you have found a first aid kit. Unfortunately, it only has one set. It is nearly depleted and can only be used once
A single band-aid.
as a result of your mild success.
I'll take anything I can get at this, but I'm running back to the group in an attempt to try and help Chuck.
Yeah, Corvus responding to Chuck's asking about. Apparently, he was dying before he was thrown through the windshield.
Is that normal?
It might
Usually
explain
people
his
die
reckless
after the car
driving.
accident.
Would
which
explain why he
isn't-
was driving like that. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can get this traffic to move a little bit so we can make room for the ambulances.
I don't
so-
really like car accidents.
So Corvus is going to like get in the street and essentially try and start directing traffic in a way to get a clear lane for the van to come through, so we can just throw Chuck in the back and go.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
roll convince.
yeah, that I'm just yeah. So I've used this in pacifist, like at the police station in our I think pre-show. I'm going to use teacher to project my voice very loudly and authoritatively.
Nice.
Able to stay focused on the task. Hey, I'm ignoring all the other people around me. I'm like, we need to get traffic moving so the ambulances can get through.
I like
Ambulances.
it. Yeah.
and then put the fear of death into him. Like, this is a very intimidating display I'm giving. I'm like, move it because people are going to die otherwise. Like, I am quite literally putting the fear of death into these people. Like, if you don't move so the ambulances can get through, people will die. So you need to move.
All right.
So you're lying because the person's already dead.
I mean, it
doesn't matter.
They might still save him. He was on the edge.
Yeah, I mean, this is the time when the ambulances are going to show up. Like, they're not going to just, stop because somebody says that.
So is this convince or change the game to get rid of the congested status?
I think it's technically. I think you can use convince to change a status.
Okay.
Let me just make sure that's true.
I can hit the convince button real quick to see what it does, and then we can go
on a
off
7 or
that.
9.
Isn't it a
Oh
yes
yeah,
or
you
no?
choose a relevant status with tier equals power. You can choose do change the game because then you can reduce the status instead of give the status.
Change the game. Oh, it's a miss. No.
Oh, all right. So. Ooh, this is so good. Okay, so here's
MC move.
Yeah.
The first time.
Here's what happened.
Dun, dun, dun.
Here's what
It
happened. I'm
happens.
gonna say this. You say this. Okay, so the girl who's dressed in the 80s outfit can see that nobody's listening and says, ooh, I know what I can do, but you got it. Hey, let me come with you and I'll clear out this traffic, right? Will you? No? Okay,
I've already
well,
got a date for tonight. I'm sorry.
Like, Corvus, once again, doesn't know who this person is, seems very intent on getting involved with us. No.
Okay, all right. Okay, so that was one choice. You could get through and let her come with you. The other choice is what do you hear? Why don't you instead it was all too, you couldn't focus on it. You couldn't focus on this situation, and therefore, your ability to really pay attention to things is compromised. So I'm going to say then just burn the tag.
Able to stay focused on the task at hand.
Task at hand,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay. Yep. That seems fair, yeah, because I'm definitely not bringing random stranger to wherever we're going.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot happening tonight, so Corvus's attention is a little bit not on the ball.
Okay. Anybody else want to try anything now? The ambulance has arrived, and you can see the paramedics come running out. They spend, like there's sirens and lights, but you can see very quickly they just turn that off. Like,
Well, I mean, they still have Chuck over here, who's on the ground with electrical burns.
I'm waving my hands. He's over here.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I didn't know
That's
you
why we
wanted
were
to
trying to
play
get
that
out
out.
of there, so they wouldn't pick up Chuck. That's the whole point.
Well, they're not really okay. Well, I mean, they're not. They have not paid attention to Chuck yet because they're focused on the crash. But they will at some point, I guess.
Let's
I mean,
call
if he's
back to the
lying
van.
there, like you can get up and just walk away. I assume. Like I didn't know you were going to be visible in any way. You didn't take any status, right?
No, I didn't take any status.
You'd
I
had
still
one
have.
from before,
I still
yeah.
have status 4.
Yeah.
I think that was caused by the car crash. So in my mind,
Yeah.
he's
Right,
been
yeah,
injured
yeah.
saving me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, my assumptions here was one, Chuck said he essentially passed out on the ground here on the middle of the
Oh,
asphalt.
okay, yeah.
2,
I was just
I
I was going
assume
for a
Penny
jog
is
and
screaming
Right.
like at top of
Yeah,
the lungs, "Hey,
okay.
ambulance, get over here to help the
Yeah.
person who you can still help."
How
And 3,
did
there's
you
also
say
a crowd
that?
of people.
That's
What?
true. That's true. Yeah, of course. So yeah, they will attend to Chuck in a second. If he doesn't get up. and do something.
let's go back to the are we having dinner or
we'll go wherever you want after the doctors see you.
no? I'm fine. I'll just need I just have some band-aids. That's all I need.
You look like someone hit you with Mjolnir or something. You need medical attention.
No, just a little bit of electricity. That's all. Do you know?
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
just walked into a restaurant.
That way, come back.
Okay. So,
Chasing
you
after him with a bandage in hand. No, stop.
So it turns out if you walk into a restaurant, just a random restaurant right there on the corner, you find yourself in a very casual looking diner. You look around, hey, this is kind of a nice sort of chill place to hang out as you look horribly burned from your electrical accidents. No, as it turns out, there are people that were sitting in there that saw you, to their mind, almost die from a car accident. Get up and
To their mind, I was just
fine.
running through the street and got hit by a car.
Yeah.
And the car went off, and the car was already out of control. Unless they can see that I tackled it. Unless they're awakened.
Yeah, I mean, you look around and you do see like there's a name of the place that you're in. It's in neon and it's called Rondo's. Rondo's Diner.
Rondos. Can I get some food? And I look around, and like they're paying. Point to.
Okay,
There's people outside.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
he
there's
needs
A
to
group
sit
of
down.
assorted people looking at you from the outside, being like, "What are you doing?"
Nobody is paying attention to you at the moment. You just know this is the place you've gone into, and you suddenly see, some patrol cars pull up, with all their lights and sirens on as well, stopping at the scene, and cops about to jump out of the car just to try to control, you assume, some of this chaos.
Might have to get something
Try-
to go. See if I can order some food.
Okay. He needs to sit down. Is it okay if we just collapsed on one of these tables, please? Just shouting out into the general public inside the restaurant.
I mean, in this scene of chaos, you could basically do whatever you want. Like there are people's food is out uneaten because they've gotten up and, are either like looking out the window or have gone outside to see all the commotion. There are people that haven't moved at all, right? They're like, just people that just kept eating, like, whatever, just another day in the city. But of course you could imagine people's reactions varying in
If we took their food.
many different ways, but you're not going to get service from this diner right now.
Oh, well,
I mean, if anything looks particularly tasty, I'll try and escort Chuck to the table and just steal it and put it down in front of him.
okay, let's steal some food. I'm up
Yeah,
for
and then
that.
you find a nice untouched looking stack of pancakes, and of course they have all the different syrups on there that you can choose from.
Oh yeah, just like start mixing them on. So to go or
No, you
Just
need to
stand-
sit down.
well, if you're gonna do this properly, see that handbag and like the phone over there, put it onto a different table, on an empty table, and that way they can say that it wasn't their table, it was our table all along, and they were mistaken by all the confusion, and the order hasn't come. That's how you do this. As I start eating.
Absolutely, I'm following his instructions because I want him to be happy and calm and safe while the ambulance people come and help him. Because in my mind, boof.
It's been a long night.
So outside you notice that there are some marked police cars that have pulled up. There's also another police car that is unmarked, and you notice that one of the people that comes at, well, two people pop out of this unmarked car, and you notice it's Doss and Quinn, who are of course detectives in the downtown police department.
I approach Doss.
She says, Teach. Wow, you seem to be in all the exciting places. What's going on? Like we were just down at the opera house, and, they're really fixing that up now. But we heard this call over the radio, and we thought maybe they were related somehow. But
Let me speak to you.
what's going on with you people today?
Can I Doss, can you wave off Quinn and I'll let you know what's going on?
Oh yeah. Hey, Quinn, go direct traffic or something. I was like, okay, Doss.
So, brief summary of events. Turns out that Martha Ellis was the murderer.
Oh shit, huh?
Yeah, she was like us. Her power caused people to literally die of a broken heart.
Wait a minute. Oh my gosh, that explains what happened with the Bancroft lady. Oh my gosh, she didn't have heart. She was really young.
She gave her a private performance. That's why Bancroft died.
Oh my god. Oh
Anyway,
my god, they're trying to railroad him with this stuff. Are you kidding me? Which is weird, right?
Well,
wow, okay.
Martha
Okay.
Ellis is not a problem anymore. So
Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure.
You can see like a look of respect. And she's like, all right.
Besides that, so that has been handled. That shouldn't. Also, there was a butcher who was. I'll talk about that one later. That's involved in that. That's separate for another time.
Oh, okay.
The car incident here. The man over there who was driving the car is dead.
Yeah,
We did-
yeah.
yeah.
Well, I heard them. I heard it over the radio.
I spoke to him the way I did with Adam Walsh.
God, I'm still getting used to this. I'm sorry that it sounds so weak. I'm kind of like you too, but this is all you did. What? Wait, okay. Anyway, all right.
I can speak to ghosts. There, happy? Do you
Okay.
understand the basic? Anyway, he was already dying when he was driving the car, is what he told me. So it might have been he was doing this because he was trying to get to a hospital because he was dying. I don't know, but that is what he said.
Well, we'll have to
So-
make sure the ME checks that out. Did you see anything else? I know you probably didn't have enough, any time. But did you see anything unusual?
There was some weird woman dressed like she was back in the 80s. Like, she kept... Something was definitely wrong with her. I don't know if she was involved or not, or if she might have our abilities and could just tell what really happened. I don't know. But it was definitely weird. She
It takes
seemed
all
to really
kinds,
want
I
to follow
guess.
me and the rest of my group. Didn't get her name. I can give you a description of her. But she is... It's weird, to say the least. I don't know if she was involved or not, though. Besides that,
We got a bunch of kooks here in this city, but I'm glad to, definitely take down the description, and she does.
yeah. Yeah, that's that. As for this, we can't really have the EMTs are going to try and take Chuck to the hospital. We can't really have that based on what he does.
Yeah, you know what? Let's get you out of here if that's what you want. I can have Quinn
Just
get these dumbass rubberneckers out of your way, and you can get out of here because you know what? Just between you and me, I think it's just easier if you can, if we don't have to answer too many questions about this, because I don't want people connecting any of this to the, to what just happened over at the Opera House. Like, all hell's breaking loose down at the station.
That was my thought. So if you can just clear a path, we'll get Chuck into our van and we'll take him back to the nurse's station at the university. He'll be fine in maybe a couple hours.
All right. Okay. Hey, teach. Respect, all right?
Thank you.
Tell your crew thanks. You know, like you may have saved some lives out there.
Probably. I hope so. I don't even know. And Corvus just like walks over to
Alright.
Do and like gives Do the lowdown. Like they're gonna clear a path for us. Let's get Chuck in. I guess is the woman who's with him coming with us. Like I'm pointing at Penny through like the window of this diner.
This guy isn't coming out of my sight. He just saved my life. I'm not abandoning him that easy.
Me and Do are outside, which is why I'm asking. So I like do we
But
take
as
her
context,
with
yeah.
All right, sorry.
I
No
don't
worries.
think she's gonna. I don't think she's gonna leave him. So I
Fine.
think we can just like, bring her along and drop her off, or
I think she's
Whatever.
gonna stick with them at least through the night to make sure he gets some
Mm.
treatment. So I guess we can bring her and him to the nurse's station and deal with it there. I'll go
yeah.
rally those two. And so
Yeah.
Corvus goes inside.
And then while he's doing that, can I investigate the car?
Yes.
Is there
absolutely.
anything? Is there anything? Yeah, I wanna see if there's anything that she can pick up about it. Anything that jumps out or looks unusual.
Okay.
So she's gonna do follow the signs, and show me what's hidden. And she's going to investigate.
Okay.
Nice.
There you go. Okay.
All right. So, is there anything special or unique about the car that jumps out at her, given everything that she knows so
Yeah.
far?
Yeah, the car itself looks completely looks completely normal.
Okay.
That's a general question. I'm trying to think of what I could give you, but no, the car itself looks normal.
Mm,
I'll tell you this.
is
Here, I'll give you this. There's mud on
Okay.
the tires.
okay.
Which is
Yeah,
interesting
that's a
for a
clue.
city.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, mud on the tires. And is there? Can I tell like the general? Since it was going really fast, can I tell the general direction of where it was coming from? Like
Yes.
through the tires or?
Yeah, it was coming down a very, very like wide and main street. It was, Fifth Street, or is it Fifth Avenue? Anyway, Fifth, and that's a thoroughfare that, to the best of your knowledge, goes through the center of downtown, but comes from out of town. It is a main street where you can go in and out of the city from.
Okay.
And you are so I'm thinking that you are trying to get out of there as soon as possible. So unless somebody else wants to do something very quickly, you can exit without any without anything else adverse happening.
I'm just thinking Chuck's got a concussion, so I'm continually trying to speak to him. Like, you enjoying the pancakes? Like, what's your favorite position? That game you played? Oh, that was great. It was wonderful. Just stay with me. Don't faint.
So are you leaving? Is Chuck leaving there, or is he committed to
I'll take the pancakes to go.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, it's like Chuck. What was your name? Penny?
Penny Roberts, pleasure to meet you. This is a rather awkward circumstance, I know. I'm not leaving him out of my sight. I'm coming with you.
That's fine. You can come with us in the security van. We're going to bring him to the nurse's station. Don't worry about it.
I still think he needs to go to a hospital, but fine.
He will get. It's better. Trust me. It's just better this way. Get in the van. I leave $30 on the table to cover the food.
Yeah, nice. There you
Not
go.
allowed to do that.
Well,
no,
you
I'm
are
over it.
out of it right now, so too bad.
I said I would pay. It's okay, thank you. Hold on, pull out my purse and just put out the change.
Just get in the van. It's fine. Buy him a dinner when he's better.
Okay, hop into the back of the van.
You know, Dad always said never to get in a van with strangers, but in this instance,
Well, then just ignore the cleaver in the back.
what?
It's a prop, but it's sharp.
So,
And the
Oh, is that for like the arts
crew,
department or something?
we deal with the theater department quite often.
and the crew like jacket as well. That's just ignore that.
Before we leave, I'm taking a very quick snapshot of the car, the restaurant, and the dead body if I can get them in one camera shot.
Okay. All right. Let's say you.
You'd get a better shot if you climb on top of the van.
Yeah.
No, that's a great idea.
Why don't you? Okay. Let's just say you took a picture. Whether
Sorry,
or not
Zeke.
it's valuable, we can resolve later. All right. And I assume this is it. You leave the scene before anything else happens.
Yes, before another weird car accident occurs.
Yeah. Okay. While you drive off, you see that same 80s girl, like writing some notes down. She's in a sidewalk, she's standing there, she's watching you drive away, writing something down. And the scene will fade to black. Now, I know we're trying to do a little bit of a shorter session today, so should we take a break now?
I think because we also have a cat to deal with as well. I think.
Yeah, it might be a good time for a break.
Yep. We'll be back shortly. We have introduced our hall.
Yeah, right.
And
Welcome.
apparently Chuck's got a date. That's weird.
Yeah.
It seems to dates and whatnot always seem to happen around car accidents for Chuck. But in this time the person didn't die. Well, the other person did. We'll be back soon. We'll get some more Syrinscape audio up and running as well. We're going to put that into the nightclub. And we'll see you soon. See you in 10 minutes, everybody.
See you in 10 minutes. See you in 10.
Oh.
Am I back?
Hello.
I didn't turn off the rain all that time. Oops.
Oh, that's okay.
So I just had the rain also playing through the intro movie. Whoops.
It almost never stops raining in the city, so
Well-
why would it during a break?
It was less the rain as when you said they went through the fire hydrant. It's like, oh yep, turn on the rain.
Oh,
That's what
right,
the-
okay.
That was what it was from. That was right.
All right, well,
Where we
I
headed?
think we should,
Hospital?
I think we should, if you agree, it's now time to do our first downtime move of this case.
Because we haven't.
Mhm.
We also probably needed one from after the last one. Really.
Well, you didn't get any because I didn't let you have any.
I know because you're mean.
Yeah, but now it is time because you're going to have a little bit of a break. So each of you can choose one of those options that is right there right now on the Roll20 screen. You can give attention You can work the case, you can explore your mythos, you can prepare for your next activity, or you can recover from your last activity. We will start with, let's see, let us go from top to bottom, left to right. If you're ready, you can let me know, or you can wait if you have to think. I don't want to call anybody.
I need to think about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Is there anybody that just wants to go first?
I'm pretty easy. I'm going to the med station and getting some band-aids.
Okay. So you're gonna recover from your last activity?
Yeah. I'm pretty bad.
All right.
Like I'm feeling. I've got 4.
I'm still adamant that you need to go to the hospital.
I'm scared.
Let's say we don't have a case, so how long is this downtime activity going to be?
Are we in a case now?
Well, you don't know
Are
exactly what you're
we?
in. I'm gonna say you're not going to have more than like a day or so before something else is going to happen that's worth stopping the downtime. I feel like it's nice to let you have at least a day to yourselves.
Thank you, Polly. You're such a malevolent MC. Such a kind, cruel MC.
Yeah. So, it was very late in the day. It was,
It was nighttime.
nighttime when this.
Yeah, I was
After the
about to
concert.
say, like, we
It
went to the
happened,
night show of Martha, so yeah, it's,
Yeah. So you have, you have one full day, we'll say.
Well,
I'm suddenly working my own case, so
I'm taking my recovery. That's all.
Okay. Let's see. For each ongoing status that affects you, the MC will tell you if and how it can be reduced to your downtime and how many tiers. Alternatively, the MC can allow you to reduce any or some of your statuses by 1 tier for each relevant tag you have. Why don't you
4 electrocuted.
why don't you reduce it to shocked 3?
Wow. Goes down by 1.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Unless you have, I'll tell you what, by 1 tier for each relevant tag. Do you have another relevant tag you can apply?
Let's see. Slow regenerative healing.
All right. Take it down to singed 2. Zapped 2. That's better. I like that. Zapped 2. All right. Recovering. Who's next?
I can go next.
So what about thick skin?
Zapped 2.
Oh no, got regenerated healing and thick skin.
Oh, I know, but I'm not going to give you those.
Okay. Worth a
It is
try.
up to me. You only have a day to do
It's
this.
worth a try.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm not following, that second sentence fully. I just wanted to give you more than one. I felt like 1 tier of reduction was not enough.
I'm good.
2 seems fair.
I would have said it would be more now if I had to make sure he got to 2.
Yeah. Okay. Corvus.
So I could just prepare for the next activity and recover my burnt tag that you just burnt for me, but that seems a bit silly and cheap. So instead, I'll give attention to my one logos theme that remains of
Okay.
college professor. So Corvus, now that he gets back, he sees there is a key taped to his office door. It's like, hey, your office is finally repaired. You can now use this again.
Lord.
So we can also introduce a new tag or a new theme card he has, which is his base of operations, which is his office. So he takes the taped key off the door, unlocks the door, goes in. So at first glance, it just looks like a normal professor's office. There's a desk with computer on it, some file cabinets, there were knickknacks, but there are none anymore as the office burnt down originally. But very quickly as he sits down at the desk, so I don't know how best to describe this, but we see essentially these little cloaked figures start to materialize around him.
Yeah.
And at first he doesn't really understand what they are, but quickly it clicks in his mind oh, now that I've the aspect of death has taken even more of what I am, these are now essentially they're for those of you in the know, they are psychopomps, which are spirits that help get the dead where they're supposed to go after they die. So his office now has these little, like, essentially mini Grim Reapers that run around and help him out.
That's it. That's pretty cool. So can you explain just briefly how the extra theme works? Because I know it's it's in addition to your normal 4 theme cards, and I know there's specific rules on that. Just so we know.
Yeah. So for the base of operations, basically it gives me some extra tags to use, provided I'm mostly using it when I'm at that location. Yeah. There are some things I can take out of it. Like, for example, one of the tags I have on it currently is like also in the corner now, being which looks like it's just an umbrella and like a little umbrella stand, is actually my scythe is now there.
Oh, right. Okay.
So I could like take that out if I wanted to. Like, the psychopomps are mostly located to just the office. I can't really take them too far out of it. Like, if I need something done around school, they can help me out with that. Or if I need to do something, in the office, they can help out with that. But I can't really take them outside the immediate area of the office. So it's really just some extra tags I can use while I'm at this location.
And
I have one tag that I can use when I'm not there.
Okay. And is the rule that you can use it once per scene? Is that what it is? I don't remember. If you don't remember,
I'll double check the rules and reread it. I didn't see anything like that, but it might be there that I just missed. So I'll double check it. I'm not probably going to use any of them this session, so it shouldn't be too much of a worry unless a lot of stuff happens at my office. But I don't think it is, so I'm not too worried. If it is, then we'll make use of them. But besides that, as to actually give attention to his logos theme, like, he notices these like little mini Grim Reapers running around doing stuff. Like, he just kind of thinks like, all right, I need to grade papers, and suddenly like the little psychopomps are like grabbing like stuff out of the file cabinets to like give him papers to grade. He's like, oh, okay, whatever, and he's just like grading papers in his office. Dealing with these now little Grim Reapers.
That's funny. Okay. Thank you for that. Do.
Yeah, so Do is going to give attention to one of her logos themes, and that's the that's the neurodiversity one.
Okay.
And so the way she pays attention to it is okay, so there's a lot of things going on. One, it marks an attention on it, and so I get an additional power tag because the attention is all full.
Yeah.
And so a part of that is part of having ADHD is having these like niche focuses of any period of time, or having like hobbies that she gets really intensely into and then kind of discards, but that like information is still there. So there was one point in time when she was really into escape artists, and she learned how to what did I write? I already prepared
lockpicking.
She can escape restraints, so she's able to.
That's exciting. Ooh.
Yeah,
I think I know what may have inspired you to know that.
I don't know.
The multiple times we've been in handcuffs and black bag.
Being taken.
No, I put this like weeks ago, like planning out how I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. I like that.
Predicting you would be constantly abducted.
It's happened. All right, and also our newest player and newest member of the crew, Penny, on your first downtime, what are you doing?
Well, I think I have the perfect one for this, and this is with Chuck, because he's in the nicest way, the perfect mark. I have a mission, find my father's killer. And my only lead blew up with the mansion that these guys blew up. So, drawing attention to it. I'm going to be questioning Chuck in like a... And you guys were hanging around that mansion a lot. I know I saw you around there, in a rather...
What mansion?
The Kingpin's mansion. The big fancy one. I see you guys there all the time.
No, we've only visited it once.
I don't know if I've ever been there. I don't know. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's just funny. Whenever I talk to people about it, they never seem to remember it. But you guys,
it's there.
it's there.
Do we?
No,
Yeah,
it's
I-
that's just an empty lot they
forgetting.
paved over and are doing something with it.
Right.
Also, looking it up, you are correct. All the tags under my base of operations theme card are crispy, and for those of you who don't know what that means, once I invoke them, they get burnt, meaning I can't
that's
use them
good.
again until
Oh,
I
that's
recover
sense.
them.
That's good
Ouchie.
to know. Uh,
So if I
and
make
is it
use of
once
them,
per scene, or is it just as much as you want?
no, I mean once I invoke them once, they're burnt for the rest of the session until I recover them. Like
Yeah,
any
I just
burnt
thought
power
it-
tag.
It's like a personal crew tag.
Yeah, but I thought I remembered that you could only use one of those once per scene. But I could be.
They
I
work
could
exactly
be
like
confused.
the crew power tags according to the
Oh,
book.
okay.
Like
Alright.
it literally says, behave like power tags for the most part. They follow the same rules for. I'll post it later.
Yeah,
But we don't
anyway.
need to go over it
Let's
here.
move
I have to
forward.
look it up.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And the investigation through Chuck is like, oh, you've only been there once.
Yeah, so that confirms a lot. That tells me a lot that
Yeah.
you guys remember it, and that Chuck has indeed been there because she shows you guys like pictures of it, showing that this exists. The camera's magical, so it's able to kind of retain, I guess, some knowledge of it. We'd have to confirm that with Memsi.
well, I mean, you do confirm enough to be able to mark attention on your theme card. So you were successful in. I turned off that. That's not me.
It's me, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm very unprofessional, aren't I?
Well, I mean, it's usually me. So like you can mark attention. I don't know if you know this. That's sort of the XP in this game. Once you mark it 3 times, you get a little bonus. So there you go. You have your first attention.
And my first clue, they know it exists. No one else does. They remember it, or specifically Chuck does. So something,
Does that
this
say
is
it?
confirmed
Yeah.
even more that they know
They were there
more
once.
than they're
I
letting
mean-
on.
And I pull the band-aids off, and it's like, look, see, so no problem. I'm all healed.
Okay, first off, that's absolutely remarkable. The fact that you were able to heal that much in so short a time. And
It's not the first car accident I've been in.
it's not? What was another one you were in?
Well, that was the other one where I was on the inside of the car. That was a bit more
I-
painful.
Are you okay?
Again, pointing to where the band-aids are taken off. See? All good.
Remarkable. You're obviously built tough. Built different, one could say.
Now, we don't say different because that excludes people. That's not how, like, the church would say that we don't say those words. We also don't say moron or all the other ones like that.
You impressed me, is all I'm saying.
I'm sorry.
You impressed me.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, don't be. You're a wonderful person. Thank you for saving my life.
When you get trained to protect the quarterback, you see the quarterback everywhere.
So one day passes uneventfully. You reassemble. Where do you reassemble? Is it now in Corvus's office, or is it back in good old science room N?
I think at least for this time, Corvus would call them to his office to be like, to show them what's going on now.
Oh,
they're
we're
not
in trouble. Go to the principal's
Go off your new
office.
digs.
I want to be honest with you guys as well that I've confirmed that you know about the mansion and you're not, you do remember it as well. So I would bring up, my father's dead, the reason why I'm following you, etc.
We'll do it in game then.
Yeah, so
Yep.
you show up once I call Chuck to the office because I don't call you because I don't know you. So you show up. So Corvus is like sitting behind his desk, and all of you, since you all are Rifts to some extent, you all see the little Grim Reaper things running around.
They
Yeah.
like the
Oh,
new like PAs.
They're my TAs at the very least. Yeah, they showed up here once the office was repaired. They are clearly involved with me.
Do they play
but
football?
they're- I haven't tried. Suppose they probably could, but I don't think I have. They really like once they leave like the office area, they tend to like kind of disappear and then come back here. So I don't know if they can like leave this room.
That'd make it really
Are they
hard to field a team
corporeal?
of them.
Are they what?
Are they incorporeal? Are they?
Here, catch,
they're-
and I throw a
they're-
ball.
Yeah, that one of them catches it.
There you go.
Okay.
Like they're here. They've been helping me with grading papers and such. Quite useful.
I must say, popping over Chuck's shoulder, they are remarkably cute.
Oh yeah, she keeps on following me.
Also, she can
Yeah.
see them, which is a whole different thing we're going to have to address now. All right. So
I wanted to bring that up with you
XP on
guys
the
while I
tier
had
day.
you while I had you all in one place.
Sorry, I forgot
I've
to
got a-
mention that she keeps on following me.
Yes, next time, please mention when the random person we don't know comes with you somewhere.
I don't know. Is she my girlfriend now? I don't think that's how it works, but it's kind of
No,
weird.
that well, maybe I don't know. That's something for you two to decide. That isn't my purview. All
It's
right,
like stalking.
we'll deal with this. We might have a stalker, which is a separate issue we'll talk about. Penny, school newspaper, right? You were saying something. You can clearly see that this is happening, so I'm not going to spend my time trying to convince you it's a hallucination.
Oh, I had this
Wise
whole-
choice. It wouldn't work.
I had this whole spiel lined up, and like,
I mean, the other option is I threaten you, and I don't feel like doing that. I've had a very long night. So
and heart attacks are bad.
I only have a couple of questions to ask you all. The main reason why I wanted to come with Chuck was out of concern. He did save my life, but I've kept my eye on you guys for a while. I've noticed that very strange things seem to follow you around, like you're a magnet to it. And for one very specific incident, which has a lot of personal detail to me, which I will reveal to you now, no problem telling you this. The Kingpin, the mansion that I mentioned last night, I believe he is the one who killed my father. So I have been undergoing my own investigations to try and find out exactly how he did it, why he did it, and everything else. And as I was about to use my newly found gifts, which allow me to see your
Calzone, by the
adorable
way, I
little
think you're
creatures.
talking about, right?
Calzone.
Yeah.
Valzoni?
Yeah.
Valzoni. As I was going to use my newly found gift with pictures to discover more about that situation, the entire building blew up. Poof.
Wasn't
And-
me.
Oh.
And now no one even knows it exists. I have it on photograph. This is important for how I work.
Fake news.
No, this is
once
very
again,
real.
based on what you have noticed, I'm not going to spend my time lying to you here.
Oh, I could have convinced you
I-
with the fake news angle.
It's
we did.
adorable.
We were there, and we were involved in it burning down. I don't remember it blowing up. I remember it burning down, but maybe something exploded after we left. I couldn't say. So we were involved. I am sorry you couldn't get the answers you sought out of the old man, but I think he probably he clearly also has powers. There's a whole thing involving him with some production of a drug called ambrosia, which gave other people powers. It's a whole mess.
Ambrosia?
Anyway,
Yeah, you never saw him die or anything. You actually don't think he is dead, or you don't think he burned up. If I
yeah, I was
remember-
about to say, didn't we see him like turn into a weird ghost thing
Yeah,
and go through a
yeah.
wall? If I remember
Yes,
correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, he is one of us in terms of powers. He turned incorporeal and went through a wall.
So he's not dead. He didn't die in the fire.
Oh no,
Well,
is
he
not.
could be a ghost, which means he's probably already dead.
Um,
Because ghosts go through walls.
Could be. That's a separate issue for another time if we ever encounter him again. But so that was us to stop a horrible drug from hitting the streets.
Wait, does
So-
that mean that Novak was a ghost?
Noak was definitely something. We never asked
So, yeah.
him what he could do.
Are you guys like vigilantes or something then? So my reasons are clear. I was trying to find out if he killed my father or not. The only lead went up in literally flames. So this is the reason why I've been following you. But you guys did it for a good
we don't
reason.
we don't like to call ourselves vigilantes.
We were
More like superheroes.
also contracted by the police.
Oh, you're
to
my
investigate-
superhero.
Right. So We are private detectives. I don't know what we are. Basically, the police always come to us when something weird happens and they tell us to help them, and then we end up solving the whole thing.
I
So-
slide over a
weird,
card which Chuck has like written up, and it's a card which is scribbled out someone else's details, and it's got Payne University Culture Club. No phone number, nothing. That's just Chuck's card.
So, I mean, we do often get involved in these events, oftentimes of our own volition, though last night was a bit of a weird one with that car accident.
And the opera.
Yes. You're telling me I'm opera?
Well, we willingly got involved in that, so I'm not counting that as moving on. Something happened at the Opera House, don't worry about it.
Yeah, they had
but-
electrical issue.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give you the elevator pitch. I work for the university press. Clearly, you guys want to keep this under wraps on the low key. I'm still trying to discover what exactly is happening in this city, which is now perpetually covered in mist, and all sorts of other strange things that are happening. I have the ability to kind of keep things within the campus, at the very least, a bit better under wraps. I'm also a very convincing girl when it comes to it. If that's something that you think would be useful, I would love to shadow you for a while.
I mean, if you wish to come with us while we do this, I will warn you, your life will be put in danger more times than you would like by people who are very dangerous.
And electricity.
I can tell that, yeah. But I also felt some electricity when we met, so it's one of those things.
So what makes you like us?
So when I was investigating my father's killer during my first year at university, I started discovering that the pictures I was taking for the university paper were more alive, more real than I took them. Like I take a picture of something, and it would be the most beautiful thing I've ever seen every single time. And I'm a great photographer, but I'm not that good. And one day I put my hand and felt a certain drag into the picture, and next thing I know, I'm in the picture. I'm there. I'm at the university building. I'm able to walk around. I'm suddenly in it, and there's a giant frame. I'm able to exit and leave pictures that I take, and it acts as essentially a kind of, I guess, safe haven for my own memories and my own feelings, I guess is the best way to put it. And I've since explored that by using it to create various soup kitchens and homes for the homeless. However, one major downside of that is that clearly only certain people can see this stuff. I don't understand that personally. My journalist's curiosity is at an all-time high. I must know more. But it seems to be a complete mystery to anyone I ask, even those who do have these powers but are suffering from financial hardship, which surprises me considering their abilities. But one thing I have noticed is that these powers almost always have a downside. And in my case, I spent too long inside of one of these pictures, and I started phasing out of reality when I came back into it. My entire body was partially see-through. It's ethereal. And I noticed that was also the case for the people that I let sleep inside of the pictures that would hang up at soup kitchens and homeless shelters. So from investigating on my own, that's how my power has come into be. That's how I discovered more about Falzone as well. I would take pictures of his operations. I'd walk into them, and I'd notice certain things, the pieces of paper and things like that. I'd investigate it further. And from there, that led me to the mansion where I've just taken this picture, and it shows you a picture of the mansion. And that led me to you guys because you were in the picture, and clearly something was happening. You had already left. The entire building was ablaze, and you're the only people I could track. I couldn't see anything about this ghost man though. So thank you for that wonderful piece of information.
Chuck goes over and just puts his hands over your ears and turns to everybody and says, I think she's on drugs. I know they test the football team. Do they test the journalists?
Now we have all the fun time.
Jesus. Right. So
And
when you
uncovers
take-
these and it's like, nothing happened.
when you take a photo of a person and the person's in the photo, are they alive or are they just like a statue?
They're sentient. Like think like a holodeck. They're a holographic image. You can interact with them. You can ask them basic questions. They don't really have the abilities of themselves. They don't really have the way of telling you anything important, but they can respond to certain things.
So if you were to take a photo of one of us and like go in the photo and ask us our name, you
I could
get
have found
that
the information out. Yes.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
That's why I wanted to come up and ask you face to face without doing that to show sincerity. And here I am.
Because that
Well,
sounds rude.
You may not use my image or my likeness or anything therein.
Dear,
Not
I don't
give
think
you
that applies.
To take my picture and then talk to me inside it later.
yeah, don't. I would ask you don't do that. I can't. I mean, I could stop you, but I don't. That's a whole different bag of worms.
And
but yes,
you
you
don't,
are more
you don't
than-
want Corvus to be asking the questions his way, do you? 'Cause that
Judging from
means
what I
that
saw
you'll
last
be-
night,
This
no.
way.
Oh, I suppose if you were willing to tell us what you can do, I can suppose we should tell you what we can do. I have power over death and souls. For what
Says
that's
dead
worth
people.
to you. I can talk to the dead. That is one thing I can do. I
Like the
can-
ferryman, or
the Reaper is probably the most accurate thing. As
Oh,
you can tell,
hence-
and he like he just gestures to the little Grim Reapers running around. Like, yes, I, the Grim Reaper apparently. So that is one thing I can do.
So they help
So
you
I
study.
assume
Can
you're
they help?
gonna-
Can they help us
I was
study?
gonna- I was gonna say, so I assume you're gonna relate to Penny all of your powers
Yeah.
individually. so you can
Corvus
just
gives
assume
the
that-
makes the noise that tells Penny exactly what has been going on. Tells him about the Martha Ellis case. Tells him about the Balcony, the first case we did in
Also
the
known-
Prelude.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
Okay.
Penny gets the lowdown. Not all the details, does not really need it, but the broad
Okay.
strokes are all good.
anything related to Valcone, immediately writing all of it down.
Oh, that's only the
Um,
first case. So as soon
yeah.
as he's done with that, it's like it's no longer about him. Never really mattered again to us, as far as we're aware.
It does to me, but thank you. Carry on.
Well,
That reminds me, I need to cancel my subscription to Martha Ellis's fan club.
Certainly won't have one of those anymore. She
Yeah.
might. I
Yeah.
suppose a fan club.
I mean, it might still
they
be
got
there.
Elvis
In
impersonators.
memorial.
So
Sure.
I mean,
So I probably should point this out. You probably should cancel my subscription to the fan club, otherwise it's going to keep on charging your credit card.
my credit card.
Yeah, you left it on the table.
All right, we are going to have a very detailed discussion about my personal boundaries here shortly.
They're your boundaries, not mine. That's the problem.
So
So-
you can
Hey.
take money from him, but he can't give you money. That's like
That's
the
actually how it
rules.
works. Otherwise,
So
I
if
lose
I
my
were to
scholarship.
Steal.
So if I
Stealing's
leave
fine.
$100 on the table
But
and you just
charity,
take it,
no.
that's fine.
Technically, yes, but if you give me that $100, I will lose my scholarship.
All right, then I'll just pay. I'll leave enough money for the rent of an apartment on the table. Go get yourself a
There you
goddamn.
go.
Then an apartment that I'm comfortable where I live. It's nice. It's got a roof over
You
my
live
head.
under a bridge.
It's a footbridge.
He lives under a bridge?
Yes,
What?
and we've
Why
been
do you live
trying to
under a
get him
bridge?
into an apartment.
It's okay. We've got security.
What if you catch a cold? What security? You?
No, we have
Campus security.
There's campus security. Like, oh, Zeke isn't here right now. We'll introduce you to Zeke later. He's also part of this.
Okay, so he's aware of his living conditions and things like that.
It's campus security. I'm good.
Yes, we have been trying, but apparently all it took was me leaving enough money on the table for him to just take and get an apartment.
It doesn't sound to me like he wants to go to an apartment.
Suddenly
I
there's
guess
a
not.
knock on the office door, and it's one of those fun knocks.
I go there and like crack open the door
We're
and
not
look
here.
outside.
Hey, Professor! 80s girl with the bracelets with the torn jean jacket.
Shut the door.
Hey, you.
And out the door shut. I
We're
only
not
crack it
here.
open. I shut the door.
Yeah.
All right, so about that stalker I was talking about. So that woman dressed in a bunch of 80s wear is now at our door.
Shall we
Or
call
my
the
door, I
police?
suppose.
Shall we call the security?
That'd not be a bad
idea. We can certainly. All right, let me ask this. Does any of us want to hear her out? I personally find it very weird that this person's following us.
Yeah.
think the
she
best way
followed
to-
her out.
Sure, I did.
You don't know. You hear it through the door.
I think though the best way to get to the core of the matter is to simply ask. Do you want me to do that?
No.
I have private office on here. Hold on a second. She may know where it is, but this is a private office. Anyway, I'm like fine, and I let her in. It's like, come on in.
Well, hello. So she looks around. She's. I knew you were a team. Oh, wow.
Does she take notice of the psychopumps?
You don't. Well, you could roll investigate if you want to.
Sure. I don't. How to read a person, and I'll use the psychopumps. Like they'll notice if someone's looking at them, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right. Burn that. I got to use it first, then I'll burn it. So it's power of 2. Investigate.
Nice. Yeah. There you go.
Great success.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Does she notice the psychopumps?
She tries. Okay. So you do notice that she's like, but you can tell she also tries to play it off. You're like she doesn't actually see it, but clearly she sees it.
Okay. I do have one other question.
That's right.
How dangerous is this person? Like this is just because I'm not asking them legitimate questions. I'm just looking at them and reading their body language. So I'm just like
Right.
sizing this person up. How dangerous is this person?
You don't believe. I mean, she may be powerful. You don't get the feeling that she is dangerous. At least she's not a. She's not a. She doesn't feel like she intends to harm people. It's you wouldn't. She doesn't seem dangerous in any sort of like malevolent sense. If that helps.
So yeah, she comes in, shut door behind her.
Hey!
Alright.
Wow, you're a real professor at a real university. My gosh. Hey, tell me about, is this a club? And also, I really want to join.
It's proper manners to introduce yourself first.
I take back my card, which is on the desk.
Oh, thank you.
No,
Well,
I take that
No,
back.
he takes it back. It was
Oh.
on my desk. He
Oh,
takes
Which was the-
away.
You're right. I'm so sorry. I'm just so giddy with excitement. You're right. My name's Ellie Woodworth, and I am interested in what that accident out there. I was looking into the same thing when it happened, and then you jumped out, and also I don't know. I guess we're like both working the case together, don't you think?
But you're looking into the accident as it happened or before it happened?
Oh, I mean, no. I mean, I happened to be walking by, and
Either tell us
And the
straight or get out of my office. I don't have time for this. I am very tired.
okay. I'm gonna say that you don't have to roll anything for this. She's like, okay, fine. You got me. Okay, so I don't know exactly what was going on, right? But the guy who is in the Do you know who that was? Who was in the car accident?
A bad
the
driver?
guy, you know who that was? Oh no. Well, I mean,
Response?
maybe a bad driver. I don't know, but that was the David Nguyen. He is a rich guy. He's like one of the. Okay. I did a little investigation before. He is a principal partner at a company. I don't know. It's a fancy rich company called Orinaka Finance. Anyway, that doesn't matter. That guy, he is well, he was a little bit sweet on me, and well, he got a little bit. I'm a nice person, and he got a little bit, I don't know, creepy. And
Oh.
I wanted to, just find out what his deal was. And really.
So you stalked him?
No. He was stalking me, more like it. But. Let me tell you this, okay? What we should do is
We?
Yeah. Well, I'm part of your club. What we should do is.
Are you?
This isn't a club. They saved my life. I'm here to
She
thank them.
frowns a little bit. Wait, but I thought we. Hold on a second. I'm giving.
No, let's
okay,
let her speak.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Thanks. Okay, I like you. We're like about the same age. We should hang out. We should totally hang out. Can we hang out? Okay. Here's what we should do. Okay, there's something here to know, and you know what we need to do? We need to break in to David's apartment and find out what this is all about. And
that would be breaking the law.
Yeah. No, come on. You know what? I don't know what you're talking about with this law stuff. I just know that that's what we should do. And I think.
How do you know where he lives?
And why do you think he's involved in something?
Because he was stalking me, so therefore I know where he lives.
But weren't you stalking us?
It seems to me that there are a whole lot of inconsistencies here.
Look, can we just break into his place already? I mean.
I literally have. Why do we care?
Why was he stalking you?
Yeah.
Because look at me. He thought I was pretty.
But where would he have seen you?
Oh.
Did you two meet?
I'll tell you where you saw me at okay, so he saw me first at this diner, and also at the diner is called the Rondo's. It's right there, but it's kind of weird how it's right there where the car crashed. But Rondo's Diner, he saw me there, and ever
Nice
since
pancakes.
then, he hasn't been able to stay away from me. In fact, I don't know what he was I don't know why he was driving so fast, but he might have been trying to I don't know. I mean, he might have been trying to get me. Could be, right? I feel like he was trying to get me.
No, he was dying.
He's trying to. She looks puzzled by that. Huh? What do you mean?
Well, if you're gonna speed that way through the city and crash, you're gonna die.
No, he was dying while he was driving. He then died once he crashed, but he was dying beforehand.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't. Do you know if it was like a terminal illness thing? Was it an immediate effect
he was
thing?
Driving that fast, I would assume maybe someone could have poisoned him, someone could have stabbed him. I don't know. I didn't ask how he was dying. I just know he was dying.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the police will do an autopsy. We can easily call Detective Doss. I'm sure she can give us that information. But even before that, so it seems very weird.
He was dying because he wasn't with her. You know, it was dying on the inside.
You have been watching way too many romantic movies.
It's very romantic.
That's what it was. She hooks on it, and she's she's like, oh my gosh,
Mm-hmm.
that's holy cow, you're right. That's what it was. Oh my gosh, he was trying to get to me, and his heart was broken. He was sad.
So he drove around the city like a lunatic and almost killed me?
And how did he know? How are you happen to be at the exact spot where you two met for him to know that you were there, drive over there at ridiculous speeds, and almost kill a person?
I live very close by. I live like just right there on the block. In fact, yeah. I live real close, and I was walking home.
Can we break into your house then?
Well, we could just go into my house, but maybe we could break into my house
Seems
later.
fair.
But like, okay, I'm gonna level with you.
Again.
I don't. Okay. I wanted to, I was there in that square when the accident happened because, well, he like left town and I thought he was gone. And then I was surprised when he came back. Like she really does look confused. But I really do think you're right that he was coming back for me. I mean, that makes sense now. I hadn't thought of that before, but I think he must have been coming for me.
Did he say where he was going to go out of town?
No.
How did you know he was going out of town?
You two must have been close.
Oh yeah, we were very close.
But you just said he was stalking you.
Oh, sorry. I mean, we were.
You are clearly not giving us straight answers here. So until you start doing that,
I love it.
get the hell out.
Do you want to
of
break into his house or something to steal something? What's the real situation?
No.
If you were so close, wouldn't you have a key?
Okay, all right. Look. I'm gonna level with you for real this time.
Again.
You're the stalker.
Sure, three.
No. Okay.
I always failed math.
He was okay. All right. So I actually live with him, and I locked myself out, and we should try to get back in.
How about no?
Oh my god, you're so messy. I love it.
I'm sorry, I don't believe you.
Ugh. Okay. All right. Well. I'll tell you what. Okay. I'm just gonna let you have this. Okay. The guy's name is David Nguyen. He is a rich guy, and he has a fancy apartment, and he was up to no good. He
was up to no good how?
Yes. He was stalking.
What kind of work where did he work?
He's like this fancy like stockbroker type guy. He was one of the like the top dogs over at Orinoco Finance. And he lived in this swanky place, like actually like right near that corner. Right next to where I live. I live with my wife. That's right. And he, like in that same area. Did I tell you my name's Ellie? Ellie Woodworth. That's me. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, Ellie, it has been a pleasure having you. I open the door. It's time for you to
Can
go.
I have a look at your ID, Ellie?
Okay, just remember.
Can I get your number, or can I get your handle or something, like your Instagram handle?
You got MSN?
Somebody can roll.
AIM.
AOL.
If you want to roll investigate, you can. If somebody wants to roll investigate.
I already got everything I needed just from this conversation. I don't need to roll investigate.
Yeah, I'll roll. Okay. Show me what's hidden. Tell me the truth.
I'm tempted to roll tackle.
Well, okay, this is a heads up display, so I'll know if she's like lying or not, I guess.
Flashing.
That
Liar.
it's just
Liar.
it's one of those things like You can like sense her heartbeat and just spikes every time she lies. So it's been spiked this entire conversation.
Big red exclamation mark.
Okay, I'll just investigate.
I sadly did not take the office upgrade that forces people when they lie to tell the truth, because that is an option in the book you can take.
I don't have any more help or
great
hinders.
success. Okay, so you have two questions.
How can I get a hold of you if I need to?
Oh yeah, okay. Like I said, my name is Ellie Woodworth, and she gives you you could DM me on Instagram. Don't check it right now. But it's she gives you like the Ellie Woodworth IG, right? And you look and it's just not her. And it's somebody else, Yeah. Okay.
Do you need to come back later when you've got a better story?
What?
Hold on, we got one more question here.
Yeah.
Super shady.
Let's see, I'm trying to answer it with a method. So, can I tell if she is, like wanting to harm us?
Yes, you can tell she does not. She is earnest when she wants to join your team. Like she wants to be part of whatever it is you're doing.
Okay.
Everything else,
it's not like a trick. She's not trying to trick us or anything.
Well, I'm not saying she's not trying to trick you, but she's not trying to harm you. She's definitely she's trying to trick you.
It's clear she's trying to trick us.
Yeah.
Whether or not that intense
she
harm
wants
is
to
a
join
different
your
issue.
team, however she can, and she's just her way does seem to be to do things through deception.
That's a very useful skill. I'm a real Instagrammer myself. Do you mind if I grab a pic? I love your outfit. I'll blow your face.
Oh, okay. Well, roll investigate. Otherwise I'm not going. Or if you want, you can roll change the game too. If you want to create a tag.
Flashback.
I've got a personality persuasive, my own type of eccentric. Talk anyone into anything, talk my way out of anything. An accidental offense is a weakness. Would that be relevant?
I would definitely say talk anyone into anything would be a relevant tag to add here.
Yeah. Do you want to roll? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what are you trying to achieve before we decide what your role is going to be?
I'm trying to convince her to let me take a picture of her. Shouldn't be that bad.
Yeah. No. I mean, okay. So I guess you could just roll convince. I think. What is the results for that?
I just love the fact that Doo's like a 90s aesthetic and this person's an 80s.
There's a clash of fashion trends going on right here, yeah.
Or fashion disasters, depending on how you see both those eras. Especially if you've lived through them.
Okay, yeah, roll convince.
Okay.
Because then, if you succeed, then she'll just agree to it.
Well, that's actually a 10 with a power of 1. You got to click the little box whenever you roll to make sure it gets
plus minus reset. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, so you don't have to worry about like saying what the status would be. She just agrees. She's like, "Ooh, yeah, I shouldn't have said yes, but okay, all right."
You'll look great. Don't worry.
Oh yeah,
get your best side. Stand like that. Yeah.
Remember, it's me, Ellie. Okay, so you take the picture. It's like, all right, well, if you want to break into that, David's apartment, I'm here. Just
could you point it to us on a map so at least we know where it is, right?
Okay. She tells you where the apartment is exactly. I mean, not that I have gone there or tried to go in before. I'm just.
No, of course not.
Of course, because you live with him, right?
He was stalking me. Hey, that's right. I meant I live there.
Yeah.
You and your wife, yeah.
That's right. All right. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
you gave me your Insta, so we'll just DM you using that then.
I can tag you too. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta go. I'll see you later. Bye. Hey, can I come back here
Bye.
later? All
Shut,
right.
No.
shut the door on face. Like, nope. Never coming back in this office again.
Oh.
All
Well,
right.
that was interesting.
I
I
trust
also,
her
like-
fully.
I also contact, like, I get on, like, I have, like, some radio. It's like, hey, security, there's some weirdo walking around campus. Escort her off campus.
Not a student.
Not a student. Might be stalking university students and or staff. Please remove from campus.
Security reports back they couldn't find anybody.
That's fine.
I-
She's
I
not on
add to that,
campus.
I think I
That's all
saw a
do.
gun. Just to push the.
Well, they couldn't find her, so whatever. Right then. So clearly that woman was lying to us with every breath she took.
Is
so
she
you-
This
present?
isn't
in
even
the
her.
picture?
This is not her.
Yeah.
She just straight up lied while she's standing right here and I'm checking.
She lied to us.
She did.
Oh man, yeah.
Uh,
I'm sorry. Even I could see that. I mean, really?
Yeah, that
And
I
she
don't
fooled
know.
you so much. Like, just you fell for all of that. Even I saw through it. How'd you not notice that?
I saw through it right away. Don't worry.
Sure.
All right. So clearly that woman has a lot of issues. Moving besides it, Penny, you had a photo of her, correct?
Well, I think this is a perfectly good example or time to showcase what I can do. So let's do that. Is she in the picture though? Because obviously some powers may interact differently.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
pictures.
yeah, no, like it appears to you just a normal. I mean, it's a picture of her, clearly.
All right. Well, do we
Do you wanna
all need
use
to
your
go
printer?
in? Oh yeah, sure. Go right ahead.
Thank you.
So-
it's much
so-
easier this way.
These little servants you have, can they help me like do some of my tests? So no one else will see them.
Well, they can't leave this office. Also, no, because that would be cheating. So no, Chuck. They will not
They
help
give us
you
the test. They give us the test finished anyway.
If it's finished, why do you need their help?
Well, Coach gave me this like big thing to read through, and I don't want to.
I mean, they can help you study. They can like make study cards and make information easier for you to understand, but they can't once again can't leave
Whoa.
this office area. So if you want study cards made, they can do that. But they're not doing anything else.
Remarkably useful little guys.
Chuck pulls out out of his backpack a large book, media training.
Oh,
Uh,
well, I can help
you
you
want-
with that.
I was gonna say to literally have someone from the journalism group here.
No, not that.
Print your
It's like how to
picture.
speak to people from the media
Oh, of course. I can help you with that too.
for post-game interviews.
Oh, all right.
Maybe we can do some mock interviews later, Chuck. How about that? I'm an interviewer myself.
No, it's not. It's not for that. It's for the football game. Not for. I'm not interviewing people. It's from the other point of view.
Yeah, I'll interview you in like a mock interview, so you can learn how to like respond better and get a feeling for it.
Again, go through the same thing.
The psychopomps take the book. Like they like jump up on a desk and like take the book from you. And I'm like, all right, some of you just go through it and write some notes.
All right, picture's printed off. Thank you for letting me use your printer. If you'll all hold hands, I'm afraid this is a necessary step.
Okay.
Are we
I
gonna
have no
see
reason not to
PBR?
believe this is how your power works. So like,
Go team.
hold hands in a circle, and we start
Yeah.
the nice chant of friendship forever.
Okay, so what are we trying to achieve here? Just so I can
I-
tell you what the role is, if there is.
Yeah, so this is an enclave power called Picture World. It enables me to go into a picture and I can take objects and others with me. But the downside, of course, is that if you're there too long, you phase out of reality, and the exposure depends on how long you're there for, and also the severity of the photograph, like its quality.
Okay.
Like if it's a bad quality photograph, then you can't spend as much time or any time in there because obviously it's blurry and fuzzy and makes it very difficult.
Okay.
I'm not jumping into a picture, so I'll just wait out here.
Okay.
Well,
Maybe lock the door.
I'll keep watch.
As soon as she left,
What if something happens to the picture while you're inside it?
Oh, you get yanked out of it. Don't worry, I had that experience myself. I tested it.
Oh, okay.
Don't eat the picture if she comes.
All right.
Right.
I'll go into the
Don't
photo
burn
to
it.
help out here in
I'll
whatever is
go in
going
in
to
case
happen.
I need to tackle.
Do
No, actually, I'll stay out in case I need to
Okay.
tackle.
yes, if Ellie comes back, just make sure she doesn't come in the office.
All right.
I will be incredibly upset if I find her in this office when I get out of this photo.
The,
I
the,
just wish you could instruct your little guys to keep her out.
I don't know how strong they are. I don't know if they can like forcibly keep someone out. I mean, they can lift a book, but that's not too bad. Anyway, if she's here when I get back, I'll deal with it.
as you're going in, the last thing you hear is Chuck going, I need something to swing. Oh, there's an umbrella. As you go in.
I mean, you're a riff, so you would easily see that as a scythe, not an umbrella.
I don't want to detract too much of the session, but basically, we go into the picture. We appear like in front of the picture from like a bird's eye point of view, like a fisheye lens, essentially. And the person, Ellie, is standing there, and we can ask her questions. This has helped in the investigation of the Valzone family by like asking questions of the goons and things like that. But I'm going to leave that up to you, Polly, on how to nerf that. Maybe only ask certain questions. They can only respond to dumb things or simple things, so it doesn't make it too easy.
Well,
Still an investigation roll. Oh,
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I think it's a picture, right? So it's going to have to be something that would be related to a picture. You know, that picture. Like, if you're not actually talking to her, you're talking to
An approximation of her, essentially.
yeah, or like, you know, you could look more deeply into like the contents of the picture. Like, you know, if, for example, there's a. Well, anyway, just roll investigate and we'll see what
If
happens.
you could go through her pockets.
We play to find out.
So, relevant power tags, investigative reporter, tracking, snooping around, aware of every tiny moment.
Okay.
Because there's a moment
Probably.
frozen in time. So,
Yeah.
Exactly.
We'll give it a shot. I haven't checked your power tags yet, so like we'll just go with what you have there.
Hey, another 10.
Okay, there
Excellent.
you go. So you.
I
can
got that
ask
new
three-
player luck.
You can ask 3 questions to the picture. and we'll just-
Approximation of
yeah.
Ellie. Okay.
So she still has that like look on her face, like she did when you took the picture, like kind of excited to be here.
Burning this photo once we get out of it.
I suppose, what is your real name?
Oh. So, and I'm gonna say you can ask this because, you know, she has an ID on her. So if you were to investigate, like, you know, the depth of the picture. Oh yeah, okay. Well, I guess I might as well be honest with you. My name is Samantha Goldstein, but my friends call me Goldie.
Does the ID confirm this?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, IDs can be fake, but that's a good start. Did you have
It's
anything you
real.
wanted to ask
It's
her,
real.
Prof?
It's got that little, you know, it's got the seal of the city on there. You can see it's real. Look, look how it reflects light.
Yeah.
Reflects light in the photograph world.
Yeah.
It's like a holodeck, like in Star Trek,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Imagine that. Photons and light just making various pictures.
I mean, simple solution is just question her about what she told us, because I know what's in my office unless she left something behind that I don't know about. What is your relationship with David Nugent? Nugan? I'm not trying to pronounce that
Oh
last name.
yeah. Okay, so I wasn't fully honest with you when it. So I don't really know him. I don't have a relationship with him, but he was stalking somebody, the real Ellie. That's how I, you know, like I was just pretending, you know.
Okay.
Why
so-
do you care?
Well, you see, I am helping do a private investigation. I was hired to do this, but I do it also for fun because I like, I like my job. I think I'm not a private investigator myself, but I am good at like helping. I'm good at getting in places, and that helps.
Looks like we have some competition, Prof.
This person seems incredibly incompetent. I cannot imagine they are good at what they do. Like, they couldn't even lie to us about and give us a realistic story. They couldn't keep it. How are you that bad at this?
I'm super good at getting in places.
It was
I
adorable.
swear. What's that?
It was adorable.
Oh, thank you. Now,
Are we done here in this photograph?
I mean, other than inspecting her person. Oh, do we have one more question?
No, we got 3.
Oh, okay,
you asked
all
the
right.
first one, I asked the second one, you asked the third one.
Bye. Poof.
And the picture fades, never to be used again.
Yeah, the picture is now just a picture, or
Good
it
riddance.
fades however you want to deal, or however you
I
want
think
to
it just fades. It stops becoming a picture. Like all the pixels and everything else leave, just to emphasize the fact you can only do it once, so you can't abuse it too
Yeah.
much.
Okay, that's fair.
So it's just like a blank piece of paper again?
It's a
I just,
black
like,
piece of
put it-
laminate.
I just put it back in the printer.
Now, I haven't tried that, but why not? Yeah,
I mean, it's paper again, from what I can tell.
eco-friendly. Good choice.
So did you
Alright.
find out anything?
Yes, a few things.
That's good because
Penny,
we
you
were
took the lead
attacked.
here.
The whole we had to hold off an army.
You're about
We
as good a
cleaned up
player as
afterwards.
she was.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Her real name is actually Samantha Goldstein. She works as a private investigator for somebody. We know that David Nugan is actually a stalker of the real Ellie Woodsworth, and if you check your Instagram, that lady. So that is quite a lot more information than we had before. I'm afraid we can only use the picture once, so that's the best we're getting.
So, I mean, it sounds like she wants to use us to do her job for her.
100%.
Which I don't particularly see a reason to do that, unless any of you have a particular strong will to. I mean, I think we should at least contact the real Ellie Woodworth first. If anything,
I completely agree.
to at least verify that Samantha was hired. Because if not, then I'm even less inclined to be any sort of help to this person.
Shall we call the cops?
Well, we're definitely calling the cops.
Good.
Because
Just wanted to be
this
clear on
person
that.
is now stalking us, and that is a separate issue.
What's the difference between a stalker and a private detective?
License.
What's the difference between a stalker and the press?
A press badge. I don't know.
We have a
intent-
license as well.
Intent of what you're trying to do.
Just checking.
I have a press. Don't worry, I have a press
it's-
pass.
Oh yeah.
So I remember you telling us that she said that she could get in anywhere.
I was about to get to
She's
that. She
super
did
good
exclaim.
at getting into places. Yeah.
Yes.
So why
Why?
would she want to work with us to break into someone's apartment if she can already probably do something like that?
Because then we'd be guilty and she'd call the cops.
I was about to say, it could be that she doesn't want to leave any evidence behind because, once again, clearly I don't think she's good at what she does. So it may be very sloppy and might have left behind evidence, whereas opposed to if we do it, no evidence linking to her.
I wonder if
Besides
she
that,
knows about us, like if she knows our abilities.
oh, she does. She saw the psychopops. She
So she could see
Well,
those.
yours, like you, but I mean like all of us. Like,
Oh, I
has
don't
she
know
been
whether
following
she-
us over a while, or if she knows what exactly.
I
we
didn't
can
notice
do.
Penny here following us, and apparently that she's been doing that. So I have no idea if this Samantha person has been as well.
it was a bit easier questioning people around you within the picture world, so I had a bit of an easier time with it. I didn't have to confront you directly. Honestly, that yesterday was a complete blank. I wasn't even following you yesterday. I was just in that area. But it worked out perfectly for me.
Sure. Well, you're alive.
Yes, thanks to you.
That's about as good as you can hope. All right, so
Well, alive in which is
so
better.
I'm going to call Detective Doss to see if we can get the lowdown on this Edley Woodworth and Samantha Goldstein, because if she's actually a private investigator, the police would have her license on file to make sure she can operate in the city. So I'll give Detective Doss a call.
She doesn't seem like a licensed kind of person.
Oh,
but
probably
yeah, you can
not.
ask.
But I mean, I'm almost 100% sure I'm going to ask the cops, and the cops and Detective Doss are going to be like, no, there is no one by that name who can operate in the city as a private detective.
Just ticking boxes, aren't we, at this point?
Yes, pretty much. So yeah, I call up Doss.
Okay. If you want to ask questions, then you can roll investigate. I guess even to find out if she's there.
Okay. I don't really have anything I think that will be applied here to see if she's there.
Or just ask questions, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I got nothing that will really
Okay.
help us in this case.
All right.
So yeah.
You call her number.
You want me to roll investigate now, or do you want me to roll investigate once if she answers? Like, I'll roll investigate now, and maybe the
because-
move will be she doesn't answer.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, anyone have a help or hurt point they can give me or want to give me?
No, we've used them all up in blowing up the theater.
Let me see.
You can certainly use your hurt
Sorry.
points for this one.
Yeah, I did that
I
last
don't know
week.
if I've heard.
I know.
I don't.
I'm hearing silence all over
As
the
a
crowd.
fresh face, I would love to if I
have
could.
it. I
Yeah.
want to save it.
Yeah, no worries. All right, in that case, I'm just going to roll straight investigate, nothing added.
Let's do it.
Hey, look, 9, so I get to ask
Right,
one question.
okay. So, all right. The, DOS picks up. DOS.
Doss, this is Corvus.
Oh, God. Ugh, all right. Hey, what's up? What's up? Glad to hear from you. Glad to hear from you. What can I do for you?
Love getting attitude for someone we helped for no pay.
Ugh.
Love
yeah,
that.
I know. I'm sorry. It's just a busy day. I am eternally grateful.
When are
Yeah,
our badges? I call out from the distance. When are our badges coming in, DOS? That's not a question.
That's if you stole my question, I would be like, and then Chuck gets tossed out the window.
It's okay,
Anyway,
I'll bounce.
so yeah. It's like, so we had an encounter with a woman who claimed to be Edley Woodworth, but we know she's not. Her name is Samantha Goldstein.
You want me to check her out or something?
Yeah, what information can you give me on her?
Okay, let's see. Ooh, okay. She's got a little bit of a rap sheet. She's got a little breaking and entering. She's got a charge with loitering. She has something that she's got a. She's got like a squatting charge that I guess was dismissed. Huh? Looks like she's been busy, huh?
Right. Well, I think she's stalking us, but that's a separate issue. I'll deal with that.
No, that's weird. It's not on. She doesn't seem like the type from the record, but I guess you never really know these people. You know these criminals, right?
Yeah. Well, thank you for that. That's all I need. Did you need anything from us or any more information about what we've done? I kind of gave you the broad strokes last night, but anything else?
Yeah, let's just say you exchange whatever information is useful. Now you did roll a mixed success, so I'm going to take this opportunity to ask you. DOS does not ask you, but the MC does ask you.
Sure.
For reasons that may become apparent later. What is something somebody could do that would be most harmful to your ability to use your power?
I mean, in terms of physical harm or counteracting my power, if someone had some kind of powers over life to make things if someone had control over plants to make them grow, that could help counteract kind of what Corvus does.
Okay.
If you want an emotional damage, I mean, doing something with either his dead father or dead wife would certainly get him emotionally.
Right.
But in terms of powers, yeah, something with like life magic or something that, you know, does something with life would be the way to
Excellent.
counteract his.
All right, thank you.
So yeah, I was like, okay, well, thanks, Doss. That's what we needed.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm sorry. Call back anytime.
Thank you very much. And I hang up. All right. I repeat what Doss told me to all of you, which is like, okay, so clearly not a private investigator because they would have had her license on file. So
Yeah, she
I
doesn't
guess
have a license on file. You know
And
that.
a private investigator wouldn't have that rap sheet.
I mean they might if they never mind. The point is most likely not a private investigator.
Also confirmed she's not very good at her job. She's got caught several times.
That too. Do you have this what she said, Ellie Woodsworth's Instagram file pulled up, right?
Yeah.
Can you look through it and see if we can get like an address or some way to talk to her? Or I guess you could just send a message on Instagram. I don't use it, so can you just send a message on Instagram?
Yeah, that's certainly possible.
Can you do the hacking and get her details?
My phone doesn't have the GPU for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, you need the
So-
swordfish GPU.
Yeah. Make all the graphics happen like in the movies.
That's how
Just
you
go to
get
this
the
website,
0
it'll
to
do it
1
for you.
falling down
That's
the
how you
screen.
hack.
Yeah.
And it does. I don't have a keyboard that I hack on. So, okay, so if I-
rollerblades are mandatory.
Mhm. So yeah, I sent her a message, a DM. And so I on Instagram so part of it is a social media influencer. So she's
Right.
verified on all accounts. She has a large following. So she would be getting a DM from like a verified person.
Okay. All right.
But she's not gonna like reveal everything. She's just gonna be like, hey.
What are you gonna say? Yeah.
Hey, hey, boss babe. Anybody want a girl boss gatekeep gaslight? No, I'd be like, yeah, well, I'd send her a message and I would say, hey, I know this is random, but do you know this person named Samantha Goldstein? Her friends call her Goldie. She dresses really eclectic and 80s. Fabulous dresser. Love it. Just wanted to see if you knew her. She said she was you, but
This person claimed to be you. Any chance you actually know her?
Okay. So if you want answers like that, I guess you could roll investigate. You know, if you don't want to like do something like convince, like give a status, you could do investigate and get answers.
okay. So yeah, I'm gonna use social media influencer.
Okay.
This is tough. How to do it if you're not with someone. Yeah, I think that's all I can really use.
Hey,
Oh, you
great
did it.
success.
Cool.
Okay. So.
Do you know her? Do you know this person? That's the question.
Okay, yeah. So, she responds. She's, oh my gosh, I've seen her around. Yeah, like I've seen her a couple of places. Like I've eaten at the at this diner. I've eaten at the sushi place across the way, and that sushi place is called Shinobi. I've seen her there. Yeah, I've come to think of it, I've seen her around. Huh. Weird.
But she doesn't. She's seen her. She doesn't know her.
No. I don't know who she is.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of yeah. I mean, she just might be in the neighborhood or something. Huh? Wow, it's so exciting to hear from an internet celebrity. Just little old me. Wow.
Yeah. Blocked. No, joking.
Yeah.
joking.
I mean, it would be on theme.
So can I ask if I want to ask another question to her?
You
I
can
have to
roll
roll
again.
investigate again.
Yeah, you can roll
Okay,
investigate
I'm
again at the risk of failing.
I just don't have very many tags that
Yeah.
really help.
Yeah, and you can't
But-
reuse the tag you just used either.
I know.
Can't assist or anything in the system, can we?
That's the help or
Not
hinder
yet.
points.
Yeah.
And we blew all those at the end of the last session.
I only have
So-
hurt points, and none of them are for do anyway.
They're for me, I'm sure.
One for you and one for Zeke, I believe.
Oh, poor Zeke.
I'm not gonna risk it. I have a feeling the algorithm has blessed me enough today. I'm not gonna risk it, so maybe later. But I do have a question. So
Anybody
pass.
else wanna do anything?
Oh,
Yeah, anybody else want to do anything?
Uh,
Well, we need to know who they are. Like-
So it's not.
I mean, I can ask. I just have a feeling it's not gonna go well. So, I mean, it would just be a flat
Have
roll.
investigation
Uh,
tags.
I mean,
there hasn't- I mean, there
the
hasn't
question
been
is,
many
what do we
failures.
really need else from Ellie?
Well, she said that David was stalking Ellie. That's why she's like involved.
Okay, so you wanna
and
ask
she
if
became an investigator.
Ellie
Do you
knew
know
about
this?
that. Okay.
Do you know this David Nguyen? Yeah.
That's a good question. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't really have anything that's going to help us here.
I
Does our
certainly do,
investigative
but
reporter know have anything?
I do. I'd have to use the City of Mist University Instagram, however, because I don't actually have my own. I was lying.
How could you?
More
no,
convincing
Chuck
lie
doesn't.
than anything she told us.
Yeah, I've definitely got some power tags that would probably help me put some things together. Maybe we could contact Oriaka Finance
Or
directly.
or
about
even
David.
just maybe just sit down with this person instead of doing it over Instagram.
Yeah, or we should invite her to a like a high tier Instagram meetup where only like the best Instagram people go, and then obviously you're there, so that makes it true.
As long as we have one person who knows how to use
Yeah,
it, it's all
I guess I could-
above board, I suppose.
Well, I know how to use it.
Right,
I just
that
never really
doesn't-
put a stock in it myself.
That doesn't sound dodgy at all or suspicious.
It's almost like taking a random person you've never met into the back of a van.
But I mean, that would still be a roll, right? Like a change the game or something. Or can I just invite her to meet up?
I mean, you can invite her, or you know what you just might want to do is figure out. I'm just going to suggest this. You might just want to figure out where she lives. You know, or
Well, she said in the area, so
yeah.
she's
I mean,
seen her, saw her at the diner in the sushi place.
When I asked whatever the police could give on it, did the police not have an address on file for her? When I asked earlier, like all the information you had on Samantha.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Ellie. Sorry, I got confused. You don't know where Samantha lived. They don't have a home address for
Got it.
Samantha. They're talking about Ellie. I got confused. Sorry.
Even like asking out like for dinner and seeing like what else she might know about, or why would this person be using the
Also,
name or whatever.
Mhm.
I do remember
Yeah.
Samantha saying she'll soon be on that Instagram account. So is she going to steal it from Ellie?
I think she was making small talk, to be honest with you.
Mhm.
I hope so. Otherwise, that's something rather rude.
I mean, that clearly already, like, at least some form of identity theft is going on.
Mm.
It wouldn't be above her to do it again. We should definitely meet up with her. Organize a little brunchin or something. Kitty cat.
So you're talking about meeting up with Samantha?
With this time with Ellie.
Oh, with Ellie. Okay.
I know where.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing.
I know where we can get nice pancakes for free.
But not for free.
Well,
That
it's
was a
either that or
concussion.
burnt out, or like a charcoal pizza place because it burnt down.
Well, they reopened that one.
Still probably gonna be charcoal.
Okay, so am I asking her to meet up?
I
Or
think you
am
should
I-
invite her out. Yeah.
I think it's our best chance to maybe dig in a little bit more, because I think asking it over the internet's even weirder than asking it in person.
Yeah,
it's
it has,
also very
zero
trackable.
power tags for it. Okay, so I want to ask her, hey girl, do you want to meet up and talk about this?
Okay. All right. Why
I was about to say,
don't you
if I find out someone was stealing my identity, I'd probably want to know more.
Yeah. Okay. Why don't you roll convince? Unless you can think of some
Yeah.
other role that's going to be more useful.
Mm,
Convince allows you to choose.
yeah.
To like suggest a status, and then she can either just give in or take the status. You could also just do investigate, right? But like, that's just going to get you an answer. It won't get you any, or doesn't change anything.
Yeah, it's just gonna have to be a flat roll.
Okay.
Great success.
You did it.
On fire tonight.
right.
Okay. So, she says, so did you suggest that somebody's stealing her identity?
I think that's the
Yeah,
How
I
does
implication.
the
think someone's-
conversation go?
Yeah, we like to talk about it in person because
Oh, okay.
she might
Oh.
even have access to your account right now.
Oh
You
my
know.
gosh. Okay, so she writes back, OMG, like, oh geez, oh wow, what? Like a real internet celebrity's worried about little old me. That's great. So she writes back, is like, I can't go anywhere right now. I'm waiting for my wife to get back. She should come back anytime. I'm a little bit worried about her. Can you just come over here? And she like sends her address. If you come here, that would be easier for me. I mean, I'll do whatever you want. You're famous and all, but I can't. If you want to meet me right now, you have to do it here.
All right,
To the mystery machine.
OMW.
Okay.
So, like, before we get in the van, I don't think she's expecting all of us to arrive. That seems a little bit weird.
Yeah.
I can wait in the van if that helps.
I was about to say, me and Chuck will wait in the van. I think you and Penny probably have the best chance here.
I can say
Alright.
that I'm doing a report on this stalker for the university paper. She's been handling around the university and things like that. It shouldn't be that hard to get.
That is fair. I think that is probably for the best. We'll wait in the van, and if we also see Samantha, I don't know, we'll stop her from coming in and bothering you two while you speak to Ellie.
Tackle her
Thank you.
aggressively with a cleaver.
Okay, so I do want to note the time. If you want to continue the scene, we can. I just wanted to let you know how late
I
it
think
was.
this is a nice time to
Okay.
Mhm.
close as
Alright.
well, because we did start late, unfortunately. But it's
All right, so
good.
let's do the. We got to do our final move. Okay, so
Is
like
that
I
count?
see.
I will click the thing.
All right, we're gonna do our final move of the game. Geek out during the credits. Now, I will give you a moment to think about which one of those choices you would like to choose. At the end of the session, you can answer one of the questions. How has the crew grown? You can answer the question, which character had the most meaningful interaction with your character this session? Or finally, which of your themes is under the most strain? If it collapses, what new aspect will show up in its place? Who would like to go first?
I'll go first because
Okay.
I'm one out of two options. Both of them are going to be which character had the most meaningful interaction with your character this session. First option is I can give another hurt point to Chuck for stealing my credit card.
That's right. Nice.
The other option is because Penny was so forthright and Corvus is like, finally, someone who just actually tells straight answers and I don't have to dig deeper. I'm so happy. For the sake of including new people, and I already have a hurt point with Chuck, I'll give a help point to Penny.
Nice.
So
Just
I
to
now
take
have
more
that on my...
cards. Just have to take more cards.
All right, thank you for that, Corvus. What about Chuck? Are you ready? Okay.
I have to think. Yeah, so
All right.
For me, it's rather obvious. I have to give a help point to Chuck. He saved my life.
a rare
I was almost
help
run
point.
over by a car. So-
One of the few help points ever given to Chuck.
I think it's actually the second.
I always give help points to Chuck.
There you go. Okay, so the way you do this, I don't know if you know, but you track on your own character sheet. You like keep track of who you have, a help or hurt point for. So you just make a note that you can help out Chuck at some point.
On your character card, right at the end, I put in everyone's names, and just tag up one or two.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you very much. One help point for
You're
Chuck.
welcome.
Thank you for saving my
Okay.
life.
You.
That would have been one of the fastest character leaving of sessions I've ever seen.
I could have made a character quick. It's okay. I'm
Immediately
used to-
hit by
I'm
a
used to
car.
only
New
war.
character, come on.
That's fine.
My current record, my record in 25 years of role playing, is 30 seconds from character concept to character death, without even having a character sheet filled out, and not even having a name. Just the concept.
Okay, that's
death.
impressive.
All right, so I want to move the spotlight over to you though, so we can.
Is it
I
still?
know.
Is it me, or have I still got more time?
Oh wait.
I heard
I thought you
Do
did
was
yours already.
next.
Yeah, do.
So
Oh, what's okay?
Do
you
and
can-
Chuck have not done it yet.
Okay. I thought I heard Chuck. Never mind. Go ahead and finish, Chuck,
Mhm.
since I called you first, right?
Damn.
Okay, don't do. It's your turn if you want to.
Yeah, so even though Corvus said that he did not kill that man in the car, she just knows that when he killed the engine, it's probably somehow spread to him, spread to the driver.
To be fair,
he
you
had
threw out
something
nail
involved
spikes
with
on the
it.
tires here. My thing would have just slowed down the car. Your thing caused it to swerve out of control. If we're being
Yeah, but your
realistic.
thing has gone out of control before. It has an area of effect. Like it affected me once where it passed through me. So she's like thinking about that. She's like, maybe he doesn't even know. Maybe he can't even like really control
not
it.
accepting
Like,
your own culpability in those events.
Could she see him using his power? Like, does your power as Corvus have like a very distinctive?
Oh yeah, it manifests as like a
Black
black
and white.
shadowy aura.
Oh, okay, then you totally know.
Yeah, no, it's very obvious for anyone who sees the mist.
that
when
has
Corvus is
affected
doing-
Do. I will be honest.
Oh yeah,
about and
it has
clear about
affected
that.
Do. I am just saying, for car crash purposes, throwing nail spikes out on
Right.
tires.
Well, this is a narrative that I'm building
I know.
for the
Yeah,
character.
so, yeah.
So
It's the conspiracy.
There's gonna be.
place all deaths at
So is that a
Corvus's-
hurt
I
point?
like where this is going. Like part of what drives the game is conflict. Between the characters.
And yet, I think I'm ready for mine.
Okay, Chuck.
For Chuck, and he sees that the group has grown together this session because we've now got an extra player.
All right.
That isn't incorrect.
No,
That is true.
actually, I just like the fact that we started the session where everyone like, okay, let's do this, and we're all in the same mindset. We're all using their powers to stop a car crash from hurting innocent civilians, and that actually was a big thing. So yes, that's how I see the teamwork of everyone going, yes, we can do this, and we can just, because he's a team player, and that's what he's all about. And so that's how I see like everyone just jumping on, going, okay, let's do this without consulting. They just in a moment just did the right thing.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
an
So
attention
you are
to
choosing. Okay, you're gonna mark
the crew.
attention to the. Okay. All right.
I was about to
Good.
say crew has no burnt power tag, so that wouldn't have been helpful. So yeah,
Yeah.
another attention on
Alright.
the crew theme.
Unbeknownst
So
to
we'll already-
Penny, literally everyone helped.
Soon that we will be out of crew upgrades we can give ourselves,
Yeah.
and then what will we do?
Oh yeah.
blame Chuck.
All right. Well, thank you for playing today. I think that concludes the session. We will now go back to Karsh.
Oh, that's me. Hi everyone. Welcome in. Thank you for coming in. That was a really weird session. We're actually competent today, which was kind of why it was weird. We don't roll that well, and we don't usually work together that well, so it was really cool. I love the role playing. We didn't have to roll through how bad that conversation went. It just went that way. I'm sorry for being more Chuck than normal today. I've read enough of what's going on for this session, so I had to kind of pull back and just be Chuck and kind of sabotage. Because I couldn't do the investigation as proper, but from the next few weeks we should be okay. But that was really fun. This week we got more people joining our games, and it should be really interesting. Should be fun, and we have Guard's Tale tomorrow. We're in the getting close to 50 episodes, which is the biggest show, the longest show that we've had on the channel in all these almost 4 years. We've also got we've also got Call Cthulhu. We're hoping to actually get our show. There's been so much disruption to that show. It's been annoying and frustrating for us, but every week has been absolutely legitimate. Just issues going on and it's always different people too. So it's just been a whole thing. But hopefully we should be back this week, and we're back again with Circus. So thank you everybody. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all the bits and pieces. Leave a comment down below. If you like the show, leave a positive comment down below. If you didn't like the show, leave a positive comment down below. Because I'm sure that's how it works. We don't get to raid because we're on YouTube.
But we can do shout outs, or we can
do our shout outs. So Journeys with D.
Yeah, you can find me at Journeys with D on Twitter, TikTok mostly. Yeah, my kitty is about to go crazy, so I'm
okay.
Yeah. So yeah, nice playing with y'all.
Yeah, see you later.
Pleasure was ours.
Wolf of Red Roses.
Yeah, I'm Wolf of Red Roses. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at Wolf of Red Roses. Haven't been streaming lately because I started a new job. Hopefully I'm going to get some more time here shortly to start doing more streaming. If you happen to be in the Denver area, you can find me where I work, I suppose, at the Van Gogh Immersive exhibit. I work there now. It's a fun time if you like to spend $35 to go see it.
But support his business because otherwise he doesn't get money.
It is true. If people stop buying tickets, they will most likely not. I will most likely not have a job. But it's
and tell them
fine.
he sent you so you can get a raise.
That's true. I'm sure that would not actually help me in any way. But yeah, tell them I sent you, and maybe I'll get some bonus.
Okay. And all the overlay just went all around the place. But either way, and we'll leave Paul for last because. But Polly.
Hello, it's me. I'm Polly. I'm a Twitch streamer. You can, I stream all the time at twitch.tv/polypeople. Hot talk.
Okay. And finally, where can we find all of your stuff, Paul?
So I am a player in a bunch of stream games, and I have that privilege and that love. Unfortunately, almost all those stream games conflict with yours, Karsh, so I feel like I'm just going to... Okay.
That's what we're here for.
You can have 2 windows open at a time.
I've got 5.
That's right.
So I'm on quite a few streams. One's D&D, one's Blades in the Dark, and then we've got some more D&D as well. I played in one earlier today, which is the Odyssey of the Seven over at Gaijin Games. They're on Twitch. That is based around Pharos and the Greek mythology and mythos. It's great fun. I love it to bits. I'm playing a centaur warlock. I'm a massive historical nerd, so if you like that kind of thing, that's for you. On Thursdays, I play as Crenraid Hillcrest. He is a just typical D&D dwarf barbarian. He is a complete dumbass, and that's why I love playing him. Because, as Karsh clearly knows, playing a dumbass is really fun. Finally, last but not least, we have another game on Tuesdays, which is currently on. That is for the Witchlight Festival, the Witchlight Carnival. So it's Watch of the Witchlight, the D&D module. That's again over at Gaijin Games. These all happen at 8 p.m. EST.
Again, probably conflicting here, but hey, go check out. And if not, come to us, because we do most of that stuff on Twitch. This is the only time we do YouTube. We'll be overseeing that next year to see if we swap back to Twitch or if we bring more to Twitch to YouTube. We'll see how that goes. But it's been interesting doing this. Have a little bit less power doing this, but it's still different audience too. But again, people know me, and so I'm not going to promote myself, but you know the channel, what's going on. So we're going to head off, and thank you everybody for coming, and thank you Paul for joining us.
Thank you for having us. It's been a pleasure.
Should have Polter's Ice maybe next week or the week after, and have a great holiday season. Keep safe.
Bye.